were needed as well. In 2013, he bought his first touchscreen device.
In the early days, you are pretty isolated. Now you couldn't hide if you tried.
Yeah, back on the road.
Carl started his TikTok just this summer and has more than 350,000 followers as he hits his home stretch.
How does it feel?
Uncomfortable. Realizing that, it's like anyone who's had a lifetime career and it's time to retire.
What's the lesson you want to share?
Don't be afraid. Get off the couch. Get out of bed. Make it happen. That first step will open a world of possibilities and opportunities, and don't be afraid.
And Carl is almost home. I say only, about 2,000 more miles to go until here in England next year. His second passion, he told me, is STEM. That's teaching science, technology, engineering, and math to more people. He said he sees himself doing that the rest of his already very fulfilling life. If you see him on the road, walking there, say hi, maybe even buy him a coffee. Back to you.
Ray Municencio, what a great story. Thanks. Who's at the top of the charts? The podcast charts, that is. The top shows on Apple and why they're music to so many ears. You're watching The Weekender.
Moneywatch is your no-nonsense guide to taking control of your finances, where I offer practical, real-world advice with no jargon and no judgment. I'm Jill Schlesinger. Listen to Moneywatch wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Major Garrett in Washington, inviting you to the takeout. Politics, policy, people, and pop culture served up weeknights. What's on the menu? Plenty. The day's happenings with curiosity and formality and humor. It's serious discussion, but we do not take ourselves too seriously. Who was a better speaker, Mike Johnson or you? Oh, come on. Join me on the takeout. Streaming right here on CBS News 24/7.
Go to the ends of the earth.
A great adventure together.
Come on in. And reach for the stars.
We'll hit the heights.
Bingo.
Because there's always something new under the sun on CBS Sunday Morning.
Good news, and thank goodness, Wicked is back in theaters for part 2. Wicked for Good has already broken the 2025 record for best first-day pre-sales on Fandango. Fans of the Broadway musical are in for some nostalgia and some surprises as they watch Elphaba and Glinda's story wrap up following the release of last year's first act. The highly anticipated film is one of many expected to sell big at the box office as we head into the holiday season. Eric Davis, managing editor of Fandango, joins me now. Thanks for being here. Why do you think Wicked for Good is attracting so much interest, and is it enough to give movie theaters a needed boost?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, it's a true event movie. You know, it's the kind of big musical spectacle you want to see with a full crowd who are singing, who are cheering, who are sobbing, if it's anything like the audience I watched it with. And everyone's just talking about how bold and different this sequel is. And I feel like that curiosity paired with incredible performances once again from Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo is what's driving people to the theaters. So I think it's going to be a huge event and likely one of the biggest openings at the box office we've seen this year.
Singing, maybe. I remember last time with the first one, people were banning singing in theaters. So I guess maybe it depends on the location. But what are some other movies that you're excited about, either out now, coming out around the holidays, or getting some buzz?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Disney animated film Zootopia 2. I think families are ready for something fun to see together over the holidays, and Zootopia is one of Disney's most beloved worlds. It's surprisingly emotional. It's a sweet story about connection and courage, but it's also packed with fast jokes, wild visuals, and tons of animal puns. And then I'm also a big fan of the film Rental Family. It stars Brendan Fraser as an actor.
Fort Wayne's News Radio 1250 and 105.5. Time for Flyin' Brian News on WGL.
Welcome to this hour's edition of WGL Weekend News. I'm Flyin' Brian reporting First Year News Radio 1250 and 105.5 forecast. Sunshine on your Saturday at 48, expect increasing clouds later. 36 tonight, sunshine 53 on Sunday. On Monday, 55 and partly sunny. Here's what's making news this hour at WGL. Christmas on Broadway happened Friday night, downtown Fort Wayne. Thousands attended. It was the 21st year, according to organizer Steve Shine. He says it began with 150 people and last year concluded with over 5,000. What happened last night was a steam engine-powered train ride for kids, the lighting of the Christmas tree. Also, they had treats for everyone to enjoy. This Christmas holiday season, when you travel along Broadway, you'll see a 40-foot tree with 50,000 lights on it. Shine said the tree has always played the starring role on Broadway every year. Just after 4 in the morning yesterday, Friday, a semi-tractor trailer and a passenger vehicle involved in a head-on collision in Steuben County happened in Jackson Township on US 20 near West Otter Lake. Deputies with the Steuben County office found the driver of the vehicle trapped inside and unconscious. Preliminary investigation indicated the driver traveled eastbound on US 20 when they crossed over the center line, approaching a curve in the road. Once across the center line, they drove directly into the path of the semi-truck. The driver was taken to a nearby hospital in critical condition. The driver of the semi not injured. The crash remains under investigation. And finally, in the news today, the Headwaters Park Ice Rink opens for another holiday season today, Saturday, the 22nd. The hours are Monday through Friday, 4 till 9, Saturday and Sunday, noon till 9. Skaters 3 and older, $7. 2 and under are free. Skate rentals are $4. That's a look at what's making news this hour at WGL. I'm Flying Brian reporting. Enjoy your weekend.
At Blazing Heat HVAC, we offer trusted indoor air quality services. With colder weather, you're indoors more. So are allergens, mold, and stale air. Blazing Heat will help you breathe easier with the right solution and reliable results for your home or business. Now's a good time to have a checkup in your furnace. Missed maintenance can mean cold nights and high heating bills. No one wants to deal with that. That's why we're here. Call Blazing Heat HVAC today at 260-797-1850 to schedule an inspection of your HVAC system and rest with peace of mind. Your furnace will work when needed this winter. Blazing Heat HVAC, 260-797-1850.
Fort Wayne has changed a lot over the years, growing bigger and better. One constant thing since 1896, Wayne Pipe and Supply. They've been a leading force contributing to Fort Wayne's growth, supplying pipe, valves, fittings, and plumbing supplies to Fort Wayne's infrastructure. But Wayne Pipe and Supply has also evolved with a staff of over 650 years combined industry knowledge and experience. Wayne Pipe's kitchen and bathroom showroom displays the very latest and most beautiful products available, from shower heads to kitchen faucets. Wayne Pipe and Supply has it all to meet every need. See what your kitchen or bathroom can look like tomorrow. It all can start with a visit today to Wayne Kitchen and Bathworks Showroom, 6040 Innovation Boulevard, or call 260-423-9577 to schedule an appointment.
Fort Wayne's News Radio 1250 and 105.5. Weather.
Sunshine on your Saturday across the News Radio 1250 and 105.5 listening area. High of 48. It'll be partly cloudy, breezy, 35 tonight. Breezy, sunny, 53 on Sunday, and sunshine Monday at 55.
Are you an athlete ready to elevate your game? Discover PSM Performance, where the region's top athletes get the support they need to become more on and off the field. Whether you're aiming to be faster, stronger, or more agile, we deliver results. Experience high-intensity, personalized training with expert coaches focused solely on you. Schedule your first session today at psmsports.com. Now accepting athletes from 12 years through college. PSM. Earn your edge.
News Radio 1250 and 105.5. WGL now joins the CBS network, already in progress.
Plays, but for 20-year-old Mark Dyson, it hasn't been an easy road. Mark says he left an abusive family situation in Ohio, driving across the country for a girl, a decision that didn't go as planned.
Let's just say day 2, I told her I loved her. Day 3, we blocked each other.
The Bay Area held hope for the aspiring animator who continued to make YouTube videos.
Hi, I'm Mark. All right, there you go. Now you know.
He had a choice to make.
I could get a job, or I could go full-blown homeless mode and try to live my dreams.
Mark joined nearly 40,000 others in the Bay Area living without a permanent home.
The next several months, I was living in my car in the Planet Fitness parking lot. And And that was certainly something. Very lonely, very dangerous, but it gave me like my own safe space. Like I had a place I could call home.
Holding a full-time job is difficult, as Mark is diagnosed with bipolar disorder, autism, and ADHD. With few options, Mark fell back on something he'd been doing since the age of 4, playing piano. He began busking at BART stations and went all in.
You know how they say don't put all your eggs in one basket? I am putting all my eggs, along with the hens and the roosters, in this one basket.
So far, the gamble has paid off. Literally. He started a year ago, and since then, BART riders like Rod Kilpatrick have taken notice.
Yeah, he's very skillful, and he's got a mind like an encyclopedia. I wish I had the courage to do something like that, and the skill to do it.
By playing piano, Mark has been able to afford an apartment in the East Bay. He's working to save up and looking toward the future.
This is not something I want to do forever. This is very, very dangerous. I have been robbed from multiple times. I see lots of things happen down here.
While not taking this unconventional path for granted.
Everyone says, oh, you must be so brave. You must be so hardworking. No, dude, I'm just really, really lucky.
Thanks for watching The Weekender. More news is ahead. I'm Lindsay Reiser, and you're watching CBS News 24/7.
Moneywatch is your no-nonsense guide to taking control of your finances, where I offer practical, real-world advice with no jargon and no judgment. I'm Jill Schlesinger. Listen to Moneywatch wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Major Garrett in Washington, inviting you to the takeout. Politics, policy, people, and pop culture served up weeknights. What's on the menu? Plenty. The day's happenings with curiosity, informality, and humor. It's serious discussion, but we do not take ourselves too seriously. Who is a better speaker, Mike Johnson or you? Oh, come on. Join me on the takeout. Streaming right here on CBS News 24/7.
Go to the ends of the earth.
A great adventure together.
Come on in. And reach for the stars.
We'll hit the heights.
Bingo.
Because there's always something new under the sun on CBS Sunday Morning.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. I'm Michelle Miller along with Dana Jacobson. And this morning, we're going to take you out on the pitch for tonight's National Women's Soccer League Championship game right here on CBS. We'll hear from the players on the Washington Spirit and Gotham FC squads ahead of the matchup and find out why this rivalry might be the best described as, frenemies.
Love that. Then we're going to rack them up with actor and comedian Tim Meadows. The Saturday Night Live alum is starring in the new CBS comedy DMV. He's going to share with us the first impression that made his mom laugh and how his late friend and castmate Chris Farley still inspires him today.
Sounds like a lovely guy. Then it's off to London. On the dish, we're going to pay a visit to the Clove Club. And Chef Isaac McHale, he'll give us a taste of top-notch British cuisine, and we'll learn how a 2-star restaurant ended up in a tough London neighborhood. But we begin with this morning's top story: the abrupt resignation from Congress by one of President Trump's staunchest supporters. In a video posted online last night, Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Green says she will step down in early January with a nearly full year left on her term. A special election will take place within 40 days of her departure. This all follows the public fallout Green's had with the president in recent weeks. In a social media post this morning, President Trump wrote, "Green is resigning because of, quote, plummeting poll numbers." CBS News congressional correspondent Nicole Killian has the story.
I have fought harder than almost any other elected Republican to elect Donald Trump and Republicans to power.
In a surprise announcement Friday night, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Green said she will resign rather than face a primary challenger in next year's election.
I do not want my sweet district to have to endure a hurtful and hateful primary against me by the president that we all fought for.
The Georgia Republican has been one of the president's fiercest backers in Congress, but a rift developed over the Congresswoman's disagreements with the White House on foreign intervention, H-1B visas, and most notably, the release of files related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. In an interview with CBS Mornings last week, Green explained why she was then one of a handful of Republican lawmakers who supported a vote to release the files.
It's for the victims. These women have been waiting, some of them for decades.
The yeas are 427, the nays are 1.
The House and Senate overwhelmingly voted Tuesday to force the Trump administration to release the files. Before signing the measure, the president feuded with Green over the controversy, calling her Marjorie Taylor Green in a Truth Social post and referring to her as, quote, a ranting lunatic in another. The president withdrew his endorsement and added he would likely back a primary challenger against her.
Standing up for American women who were raped at 14 years old, trafficked and used by rich, powerful men should not result in me being called a traitor and threatened by the president.
Green also blasted Republicans.
Shootings marred Christmas tree lighting ceremonies in Chicago last night as one person was killed and at least 9 others hurt. 4 were injured at a similar ceremony in Concord, North Carolina.
Everyone was crying. Little girls were running around crying. I couldn't find my dad, so I was crying too.
President Trump's public battle with Georgia Republican Rep. Marjorie Taylor Green is ending with her quitting her job after she criticized him.
Most of the establishment Republicans who secretly hate him and who stabbed him in the back and never defended him against anything have all been welcomed in right after the election.
Fans of the National Women's Soccer League are excited for tonight's championship between big rivals, New York's Gotham FC and the Washington Spirit, with Trinity Rodman.
We're just focused on us and hopefully being able to take it home to D.C.
The game airs at 5 p.m. Eastern on CBS and, of course, Paramount Plus. CBS News Brief. I'm Allison Keys.
Fort Wayne's News Radio 1250 and 105.5. Time for Flying Brian News on WGL.
Welcome to this hour's edition of WGL Weekend News. It's a Saturday. I'm Flying Brian reporting. First, your News Radio 1250 and 105.5 forecast. Sunshine and joy today. High up near 50. Expect clouds tonight, 36. Sunny, 53. Tomorrow, Sunday. Monday, the same at 55 with sunshine. And Tuesday, a cloudy day, chance of rain, but our high near 60. Here's what's making news this hour at WGL. Friday afternoon, about 1:15, a police chase and shootout happened in the Northcrest Shopping Center. According to police, Cole Feimer led Fort Wayne police through parked cars in the Northcrest parking lot after he got in a fight with another person inside a store at Northcrest. 28-year-old Aaron Hadwin was inside Pet Supplies with his wife and kids. He took them outside, put them in the vehicle, then pulled out a small revolver, fired 2 shots at the Cadillac while police were chasing it. In addition, a woman who was stopped in traffic along Coldwater Road reported that a hot piece of metal flew through the small gap in her open window, landed on her lap. She pulled into a nearby parking lot, called police. Officers confirmed the object was a bullet fragment. Hadwin's been charged with criminal recklessness for shooting into an occupied vehicle. He's being held without bond pending his initial hearing. Both cases remain under investigation. Congratulations to the Fort Wayne Comets winning their home opener at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum last night. Tonight, again, the Comets skate on the Coliseum ice, 7:30. You can check it out and have a great time at the Coliseum and the Comet game with your family tonight. And finally, the news this hour, the Allen County Commissioners last week updated by Weigling Construction, the contractor of the new Allen County Jail. 430 of the 700 prefabricated cells have been already established. Roughly a quarter of the interior masonry is complete. 80% of the concrete slab on grade has been poured. According to Allen County officials, the new county jail estimated to be finished by December of 2027 at a cost of over $300 million. That's a look at what's making news this hour at WGL. Enjoy your weekend. I'm Flying Brian reporting.
Toothaches can seem to happen at the most inconvenient times, whether you're working, traveling, or trying to enjoy time with family and friends. Hi, I'm Dr. Guy Moore with Aegis Stone Group. Don't let a toothache ruin your plans. With emergency and walk-in care from Monday to Friday and easy financial arrangements, emergency care has never been easier. So come see us and discover what trusted dentistry is all about.
Aegis Dental Group, trusted dentistry.
history.
Fort Wayne's News Radio 1250 and 105.5. Weather.
Sunshine on your Saturday across the News Radio 1250 and 105.5 listening area. High of 48. It'll be partly cloudy, breezy, 35 tonight. Breezy, sunny, 53 on Sunday, and sunshine Monday at 55.
News Radio 1250 and 105.5. WGL now joins the CBS network, already in progress. Fort Wayne's News Radio 1250 and 105.5.
We're visiting with Larry Campbell. Larry oversees our fleet department for the city of Fort Wayne.
We're committed to every department within it. And we have standards, we have goals that we try to set, and that includes our turnaround times, our fleet availability. All that is important within us.
Fort Wayne's News Radio 1250 and 105.5. WGL Fort Wayne.
His only hope, his grandmother, Lyudmila Sirik. If not me, who, she said, and she did it all by bus. When my grandmother arrived, it was incredible. And not a moment too soon. Russia was on the brink of stripping Radchuk of who he was, says Senator Amy Klobuchar, who attended the Vatican meeting.
It's kidnapping of kids, and then it's trying to rid them of their culture and their homeland. That's what it is.
This sounds like brainwashing.
It's a very bad thing.
Ukraine says thousands of its citizens, not just kids, remain captive. That includes Radchuk's mother, he says, missing since the day he was captured. The boy's message to the Pope is simple: bring my mother home. For CBS Saturday Morning, Chris Livesay, Rome.
We are 5 days away from Thanksgiving, and the holiday travel rush is in full swing. AAA estimates 82 million Americans will be traveling between now and December 1st, and expect that airports to be more crowded than ever. TSA projects 18 million people are expected to fly. In fact, they are expecting next Sunday to be the busiest day ever at U.S. airports. Anna Schechter is here with a closer look at the holiday travel crush. Good morning, Anna.
Well, it's true. Today, we expect more record numbers of travelers to be en route to their destination.
The Thanksgiving holiday travel rush has begun, with millions of people already on the road or in the air.
We have a 6-month-old, too, over there with Mom, so that'll make it a little more difficult, but we're hoping everything's smooth.
But it's not all going smoothly. Friday alone saw more than 5,500 flight delays and 300 cancellations.
When we got here, our flight had been delayed a few hours, and then when we checked in, right after we put our bags in and got into checkout, it got canceled.
On the road, there's some good news about gas prices. They're hovering at around $3 per gallon on average nationwide. AAA expects more than 73 million people to be driving at least 50 miles to their turkey dinners.
I'm going to go Wednesday afternoon after work, that type of thing.
Tuesday and Wednesday are the busiest ahead of Thursday, and then Sunday is when most people come back.
Back at the airport, it's busy, but business as usual, now that the government shutdown is over.
And we're so glad that the government's back on, and TSA's at full throttle, and all of the flight controllers, so thank goodness.
Well, thank goodness is right, and just in time for all those travelers, especially since CBS News polling has shown that Americans are concerned about their wallets and high prices, but that hasn't prevented them from budgeting enough to get home for Thanksgiving. Guys?
I remember when it was like if you left on Tuesday, you were okay.
Oh,
like it wouldn't be, and now it feels like you had to already leave.
Yeah,
You're late now.
Yesterday, you had to be on the road.
We're making it a full week holiday. So,
Something, yeah.
Thanks,
Anna.
so much.
Thank you. A cruise ship vacation turns deadly for a Florida teenager. Coming up, the new developments in the case and what we're learning about the suspect.
Plus, grisly attack. A bear targets a group of elementary school students. Details on the injuries and the heroes that fended off the bear.
And later, record-breaking drug bust. The Coast Guard seizes its largest amount of cocaine in a single deployment. We'll get a close-up look at the work to track down drug traffickers. You're watching CBS Saturday Morning.
This is Cougar Football, now in its 28th year, being brought to you as a special sports presentation by Mopper Insulation. Insist upon the best for your insulation investment. And by WGL News Radio 1250. Today's game is also being brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine, featuring a lineup of top team experts in sports medicine. Shelton Financial Group, a new faith-based approach to investing. K&K Insurance, ensuring the world's fun. Current Mechanical, delivering value through quality and performance. By Public Service Credit Union, serving Allen County for over 90 years. Game 1, the #1 name in sports equipment. By Wayne Pipe and Supply, for over 115 years, a thriving industrial and plumbing distributor. And by Blue Jacket Inc., providing training for those facing employment barriers. Now, let's head on out to the stadium and join Joe Parson.
The 2025 NAIA football playoffs begin today here and all across America. Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Parson. Welcome in to Bishop John M. Darcy Stadium. St. Francis in the college playoffs for a second straight season, but this year a big change. No road trip in week 1. Instead, a home assignment today, facing for the first time the Evangel University Valor. Valor sport a 9-2 record, same as USF. Evangel made it 6 straight wins, beating Bethany of Kansas last Saturday at home, 41-10. Valor are ranked number 21. St. Francis carries the number 19 ranking after throttling winless Judson University on this field last Saturday, 63-20. If it gets a victory today, St. Francis would move on to the NAIA quarterfinals, and that would be for the first time since the 2017 championship season. We'll take a timeout and then return with our Mopper Insulation pregame show. Cougar coach Adam Sherman will join us as well. This is Cougar Playoff Football on WGL News Radio 1250, 105.5 FM.
K&K Insurance was born out of a passion for motorsports almost half a century ago. As a motorsport participant, also came recognition of the need to establish K&K Insurance. K&K got its start providing coverage for race car drivers, teams, and racing facilities, and soon became recognized as the leading provider of insurance products for the motorsports industry. But K&K didn't stop at motorsports. Today, continuing that same entrepreneurial spirit and commitment, from amateur sports to professional teams and leagues, from fitness facilities to sports stadiums, K&K insures fun. But fun can also present risks. That's where K&K comes in with its package of innovative insurance coverage, ensuring these many activities and events can continue to take place. K&K Insurance.
All of us can use some help from time to time. That's why Blue Jacket supports men and women in the Fort Wayne area through employment and training. Also, those who may have the cards stacked against them from the homelessness, addiction and disability, a felony, even long-term unemployment. All can be overcome through Blue Jacket intervention. Blue Jacket even hires certain clients at its own enterprises, such as their high-end theft store, cleaning service, staffing service, and highly popular holiday event, Fantasy of Lights. Blue Jacket stands ready to help those in need.
Want to take control of your financial future? At Public Service Credit Union, our members enjoy perks that make managing their money a breeze. With credit score tools, online loan pre-approvals, mobile alerts, and interactive teller machines, you'll have everything you need to stay on top of your finances. But that's not all. You'll earn loyalty points that can be redeemed for awesome rewards like higher rates on certificates, loan rate discounts, and to waive fees. Plus, our member advisors will guide you every step of the way, helping you achieve your financial goals. As a not-for-profit credit union, we're owned by our members, not shareholders. That means we're all about putting your needs first, with no surprise fees or profit-driven motives. Just personalized service and expert guidance to help you succeed. Ready to experience the perks of membership for yourself? Join Public Service Credit Union today. Visit our website or stop by one of our branches to learn more. Public Service Credit Union, where being a member has its perks.
For years, top athletes have trusted PSM to push their game further with personalized training, cutting-edge sports medicine, and state-of-the-art facilities. Announcing PSMSports.com, the #1 resource for all things PSM. Access expert-led training programs, competitive local teams and leagues, exclusive events, and on-site sports medicine specialists. Ready to rise above the competition? Learn more at PSMSports.com.
Time now for the Momper Insulation pregame show, where quality and family always come first.
Head coach Adam Sherman. A game of superlatives last Saturday. 63 points, most we scored since 64 against Defiance College last year. Used 4 quarterbacks, 15 different receivers, at least one catch. And I got to tell you, Coach, probably the highlight of the day for a lot of the folks. I know we draw a lot of Bishop Loras fans. Carson Clark throwing a touchdown pass to Bodie Dickerson. All Fort Wayne connection. Great day. And despite it all, maybe still a little bit of a hope, anxiety about will we get in for the NAIA playoffs and will we get home?
Right. Yeah, we weren't sure. I mean, we weren't sure what was going to happen. I mean, it was we had everything predicted from hosting to not getting in to travel. I mean, we had no idea. So, yeah, it was it was a tight Saturday the whole day. Just, we wanted to celebrate the seniors. That was the #1 thing. And then another highlight was De Niro Johnson getting a touchdown. That was awesome. I mean, a kid that deserves it. He comes every single day, works his butt off. Senior, probably his last carry. Did that with broken ribs, actually. So, yeah, it's a cool story. But, yeah, man, it was a tight Saturday and a really nerve-wracked Sunday. And we found out that evening that we were in and hosting. So, big day today.
Tell me a little bit about a new running back we saw last Saturday, De Niro Johnson, is it?
Yeah.
Out of Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you what, for a kid that really hasn't played much at all, he looked pretty good.
Yeah, we got a chance to get him a lot of carries. We got up big kind of early, and we got him in there. He's a senior who deserved everything that he got on Saturday. So it was pretty cool to see him score.
It looked like, I don't know if this is true, but it looks like anybody that was dressed got into the game, or pretty close to it.
Pretty close to it, yeah. We'll say pretty close to it. But, yeah, it was a fun day to have that type of game on a senior day.
Let's talk about today's matchup against Evangel University. Valor comes in, same record as USF, 9-2. They were undefeated in their Kansas Athletic Conference Kessinger Division, 5-0, and won 6 straight games. Huge offensive line. They average over 300 pounds a man, tackle to tackle. Great running back, big running back. About 235 pounds. Talk about the matchup today.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's strength on strength, right? They're gigantic O-line versus our gigantic D-line. I think they're extremely well coached. Every single year, they're always in competition to win their conference, to make the playoffs, and do a lot. They're very similar to us as far as their story. They had a tough game against Friends, top-ranked, fourth in the nation at the time, and they rebounded just like we did. So really resilient crew. Traveling to Fort Wayne, Indiana, I don't think bothers them. I think they understand, hopefully our home crowd does a little today. We're expecting a pretty cool atmosphere. But, yeah, man, it's going to be tough. I mean, if we don't play well, they're good enough to put it on us. So we got to go out there, honor God first, and play hard second. So
enjoy the day.
Thank you. You as well.
Everyone knows that winter is coming, and when it does come, it's the wind and cold air that chill your home. Momper Insulation can keep the cold out by sealing the leakage points and filling empty sidewalls, even through masonry or siding, without unsightly holes or blemishes. They're also experts at insulating crawl spaces, attics, and any place the cold could get in and ruin your winter. Let Momper seal your house, saving you 30 to 50% off your heating bill. Call today for a free energy audit before it's too late. Momper Insulation.
What if I told you there was a faith-based financial services firm based right here in Fort Wayne? A firm that pledges to be with you through thick and thin. A firm that will know your first name when family birthdays or celebrations occur, and even there with support when tragedies may occur. In short, be there with you when your family life happens. That firm is Shelton Financial Group, offering a holistic financial plan where education is as important as money you may spend. For young families just beginning life together, or even those nearing retirement, financial education may begin with understanding the ins and outs of a 401k plan, benefits of Roth IRA plans, how to save and utilize the benefits of a college savings plan. Need a fresh, new look at your financial plan? For an appointment, contact Pearson Harnish at Shelton Financial Group.
Investment advisor representatives of and securities and advisory services are offered through USA Financial Securities Corp., member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
If you talk with any customer of Current Mechanical Service Group, they will probably tell you about just one member of the group. And that's good. Every technician in the Current Mechanical Service Group is an experienced journeyman. When it comes to commercial and industrial HVAC, plumbing, and refrigeration, they really know their stuff. What's more, they really know their individual customers. And here's why. When you are a customer of Current Mechanical Service Group, our goal is to send the same technician to your facility every time you call for maintenance or service. You'll get to know that person on a first-name basis. As we learn more about your facility, service and maintenance becomes easier and faster. That's why Current Mechanical Service Group is this area's first choice for reliable, experienced service and maintenance. From restaurants to factories, schools to shopping centers, your best bet for mechanical maintenance and service is to keep it current. Current Mechanical, on the web at currenthvac.net.
Fort Wayne has changed a lot over the years, growing bigger and better. One constant thing since 1896, Wayne Pipe and Supply. They've been a leading force contributing to Fort Wayne's growth, supplying pipe, valves, fittings, and plumbing supplies to Fort Wayne's infrastructure. But Wayne Pipe and Supply has also evolved, with a staff of over 650 years combined industry knowledge and experience. Wayne Pipe's kitchen and bathroom showroom displays the very latest and most beautiful products available, from shower heads to kitchen faucets. Wayne Pipe and Supply has it all to meet every need. See what your kitchen or bathroom can look like tomorrow. It all can start with a visit today to Wayne Kitchen and Bathworks Showroom, 6040 Innovation Boulevard, or call 260-423-9577 to schedule an appointment.
Joe Parson back at Darcy Stadium as we await the teams in round one of the NAIA football playoffs beginning here today in Fort Wayne. St. Francis with a 9-2 record, 4-1. They finished in the MSFA Midwest in second place, taking on the Evangel University Valor. They are also 9-2, finished undefeated in the Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference Kessinger Division at 5-0. Head coach by Chuck Hepela in his 11th year. He's also the athletic director. They are 4-1 on the road this season. A year ago, they finished 8-2, 3-2 in the Kessinger Division. Adam Sherman this year, in his first year. A year ago, the Cougars finished 8-4. They lost the first round in the NAIA playoffs. Weather, sunny skies here. A bit cool, 43 degrees. Weatherman says it might reach the mid-40s here in Fort Wayne. Winds out of the north at about 2 miles an hour. Our referee, just starting to see the officials come out. It's Brad Bunting. He is our referee today. Each of these two teams, it's interesting, a lot of parallels. Evangel, as we mentioned, comes in 9-2. St. Francis, 9-2. Both these teams with 2 losses, and one of those were especially bitter, shall we say. Look on 9/27, September 27th, as the Valor played at Friends University, and the Falcons put a bite on the Valor with rushing for 479 yards, rushing yards. And then you look at October 18th. That's when the Cougars, with a lot of optimism, went down to Indianapolis, take on Marian University. Cougars laid an egg, losing 49-0. On that day, USF just gained 11 yards rushing. But both teams are resilient. They have rebounded, as Coach Adam Sherman said. And it'll be interesting to see how things share here fair today and shake out, as we're getting the co-captains making their way onto the field. By the way, Drew Wheat, we saw taking reps today. Shamar Smith, who was banged up last week, out stretching. I don't know whether we will see him in action today, but we'll find out as the afternoon wears on. But Drew Wheat's got to be a big story. He was the number one running back for St. Francis. 5'9" junior, 193 pounds. And as we wait for the co-captains to come out, and we'll be back after this for Game 1.
Game 1 is the premier provider of apparel, uniforms, and equipment, unifying teams and fans in schools, clubs, and organizations. From our partnerships with teams and organizations to our work and dedication to the communities around us, we never stop, striving to help you take on every day, season, and competition with excitement and purpose. Visit game-1.com to learn more about our apparel, equipment, and fan gear offerings. Game 1, your first contact for all things game.
At Peter Franklin Jewelers, we know a diamond can symbolize many things to you. Love, commitment, beauty, all of the special moments in life. And no two diamonds are alike. That's why we hand select every diamond for you as a family-owned and operated business. For over 35 years, we treat every customer like family and believe that our dedication to quality is what sets us apart. When the moment matters, it's Peter Franklin.
K&K Insurance was born out of a passion for motorsports almost half a century ago. As a motorsport participant, also came recognition of the need to establish K&K Insurance. K&K got its start providing coverage for race car drivers, teams, and racing facilities, and soon became recognized as the leading provider of insurance products for the motorsports industry. But K&K didn't stop at motorsports. Today, continuing that same entrepreneurial spirit and commitment from amateur sports to professional teams and leagues, from fitness facilities to sports stadiums, K&K ensures fun. But fun can also present risks. That's where K&K comes in with its package of innovative insurance coverage, ensuring these many activities and events can continue to take place. K&K Insurance.
Joe Parson here. You know, I've been doing sports radio for many years now in Fort Wayne. Public Service Credit Union has been a loyal and treasured sponsor. I've gotten to know their staff and what they offer to the local community. A couple of years ago, I was in the market for a car loan. I decided to call my friends at Public Service Credit Union. Let me tell you, they are great. I got a low rate on my loan, and they made the whole process quick and easy. So if you live or work in Allen or Huntington County and need a loan, call Public Service Credit Union. Tell them Joe sent you. Back at Darcy Stadium, I'm Joe Parson. Just had the singing and playing of our national anthem. Co-captains are out there on either side of the field. Our referee today is Brad Bunting. We're going to have the meeting at midfield here coming up here shortly, and the coin toss forthwith. Other games, 3 other games going on in the NAIA. We'll try to give you at least 2 of them. Update scores as the afternoon wears on. The fourth one is a late starting game. Josh Kolka, Bronson Coy, Jaden Evans, and Drew Wheat coming out for the Cougars. By the way, quick congratulations both to Bishop Dwenger and Bishop Luers football teams. They won semi-state games last night, and meaning they will advance to Lucas Oil Stadium next weekend to play for state championships.
To you and your teammates in playing in the 2025 NAIA Playoff Series. St. Francis, you're the home team. Evangeline the visitors. The coin today. The NAIA logo will be head. The teams on back will be tails. What would you like to call it? Tails is the call. Oh. Would you like to defer? Football, you like to kick? Oh my God. Events won to further choice. St. Francis again this evening.
Looks like Evangel won the toss, deferred. St. Francis will get the football first when we have playoff football on WGL coming up right after this. for Wayne Pipe and Supply.
Fort Wayne has changed a lot over the years, growing bigger and better. One constant thing since 1896, Wayne Pipe and Supply. They've been a leading force contributing to Fort Wayne's growth, supplying pipe, valves, fittings, and plumbing supplies to Fort Wayne's infrastructure. But Wayne Pipe and Supply has also evolved with a staff of over 650 years combined industry knowledge and experience. Wayne Pipe's kitchen and bathroom showroom displays the very latest and most beautiful products available, from shower heads to kitchen faucets. Wayne Pipe and Supply has it all to meet every need. See what your kitchen or bathroom can look like tomorrow. It all can start with a visit today to Wayne Kitchen and Bathworks Showroom, 6040 Innovation Boulevard, or call 260-423-9577 to schedule an appointment.
Officials grouping up at midfield. By the way, St. Francis is not the only team from the Mid-States Football Association into the NAIA playoffs. Number 6, Marion, and number 11, Indiana Wesleyan, also made the tournament, but with their higher rankings, they drew first-round byes. They'll play next week against opponents coming out of today's first-round games. That'll all be decided tomorrow. By the way, those rankings and pairings did not come out last Sunday until very late. We were told, expected, usually it's around 2 to 3 o'clock. It must have been 7, 8, maybe 9 o'clock before everything came out. There was so many teams involved where the officiating group had to make decisions, and they did. DJ White going back in kick return. Also, Colin McPeak is back there. It's been kind of a kick return unit by committee this season. I've seen Aiden Dennis back there at times, Malachi Jackson last week, Ajay Dandridge, Bo Braun. And just about ready to get this game underway. Winner advances to the quarterfinals of the NAIA tournament next weekend. Loser packs them up and waits for next year. Leaves till spring practice. First meeting between these two teams. Here comes the kick from the 35, left to right as we look at it. End over end, tailing off far side. That'll be taken by McPeak across the 5-10 and did not get to the 15. So the first big hit of the ball game, and USF now ready to go to work offensively. A little bit of a revamped lineup today. Colin Butler comes back in. He'll start at right guard. That means Braylon Maddox switches over from right guard to left guard. George Bidet at center. Bronson Coy, the veteran, right tackle. And Caden Long starts at left tackle. They average .289 a man, tackle to tackle. Josh Kolka, who threw for 257 yards, 3 touchdowns, did suffer 1 interception. Has McMullen tight to the right side, and they'll look to hand the ball off. Now it's going to be Kolka rolling to the right side, buying time, throws now, and throw it away. Nothing available, and that'll bring up second down and 10. For the year, Kolka has thrown over 3,000 yards, 3,033, 28 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. It'll be second down and 10 from inside the 15 at the 14-yard line from the right side hash mark. Here's a cut back to the left side. Not much after that. Defense was there. Wallace got the carry, but is going to lose maybe a yard. And it'll bring up third down and long. Now they spot that ball at the 14. Cougars last week on third downs were 8 of 11 for 73%, trying to get out to their own 24-yard line on this snap. Kolka out of the pistol, looks left, barking out the signals. Short drop, looking, throws over the middle. He's got a ball in and out of the hands. Incomplete. It'll be 3 and out for St. Francis. Not a good start. Trying to see the number on that intended receiver. That might be Chris Mullen. Anyway, the Cougars will have to punt. Noah McPeak comes in, had one punt only last week for 47 yards. For the years, averaging just under 39 yards a punt, has a long of 60 this season. From the goal line, needs a good delivery. Low snap, left-foot kick, kind of a line drive kick. That's fielded at the 46. They called fair catch. That was Drew Ripko. Did have 3 punt returns last week, a long of 29, but he's got great field position at the USF 46. And we will see Reed Potts and company. Reed Potts is a 6'3 senior, 165-pounder. Their offensive line, they average 306 a man tackle to tackle. Dominic Dawson at center. Isaiah Davis and A.J. Larry are the guards. Joe Don Kirkland and Lucas Higgins are the tackles. Larry, by the way, goes 355. Redshirt freshman, 6'4". They'll give to Eric Williams and hits inside the 45 down to the 43-yard line. Comes in just short of 1,000 yards rushing this season, 935. Will pick up about 3, maybe 4 yards to that total. 235-pound sophomore and stands 6'1". Let's call it second down and 7. Reed Potts out of the shotgun now. Rolls to the right side, dumps one off in the flats, run to the 35, and they will have a first down. Little crossing pattern that time. Brady Allen, I believe, on the catch. Had 3 catches last week, and 3 catches, 2 touchdowns. Now the work from the right side hash mark. Running back Williams offset to the right side. Here's Potts, takes the snap again, gives to Williams, quick hitting left side, 235-pounder, banged his way to the USF 30-yard line. That's a gain of 3, and comes up second down and 7. One wide to the right, that's Brady Blackwell, had 2 catches last week, 112 yards on the season. Now they may have, we got an injury. Slot man on the far side suddenly just went down and sat down. So there's a timeout. We'll be back after this for Parkview Sports Medicine, this injury timeout.
When injury strikes, turn to Parkview Ortho Express. Specializing in orthopedic care for all injuries, we provide high-quality urgent care for sprains, breaks, tears, joint pain, and more. With 2 convenient locations in Fort Wayne and Huntington, we offer quick and reliable orthopedic services Monday through Friday. No referrals or appointments needed. Call 260-266-4007 or visit parkview.com for details. Parkview Ortho Express. Expert care when you need it most.
That was actually 6'4 senior left tackle Lucas Higgins. 280-pounder. I don't know if he cramped up, and anyway, he seemed to walk off the field under his own power. Second down, let's call it 6. At the USF, just outside the 30-yard line. Potts running back offside to the right side, checks off, rolls left side, dumps it into the flats again. He's got Williams. Williams, who had 6 catches last week, and picks up another first down for the Valor. Evangel emphasizes the short possession-type passes. And they now have second down and 6. No, it's first and 10. They have the wrong information on the scoreboard right now. From just outside the 22-yard line. And Williams trying to go to his right. This time is brought down for a loss. That was Marquise Cross. Led the Cougars last week against Judson with 11 tackles, 1 for loss. That one's there. That's about a loss of 3 yards. Brings up second down and 13. Ball back at the Cougar 25-yard line. Cougars had first possession, went 3 and out. Potts again, short drop, looks left side in the flats, diving for it, and the catch is made at the 21. Short gain. They'll get all that lost yardage back, +1, and brings up third down and 9. Obviously might be in 4-down yardage area. Approaching the red zone. Valor trying to draw first blood. Blackwell stays in wide right. Potts barking out the signals. Cougar show blitz defensive left side. Here it comes and dumps it off. A wide open catch at the 20-yard line and to the 15. That's not enough yardage. So that will bring up fourth down and 3. They're going to run a play. No field goal coming up. Williams offset to the right side. Got to get down to the 12. Here's the home run ball right side. Looking up there and wide and incomplete. No harm, no foul. So it's a fourth down stop for St. Francis. They'll get the football back, or is there a penalty? And I think they're calling encroachment against St. Francis. Costly penalty. It was fourth down and 4.
Offside.
Wow.
The defensive offsides on St. Francis.
So it will be first and goal. Let's see if they spot that at the 10. Here's Potts barking out the signals. Williams offset to the left. They'll hand it to the big fella. Cuts to the middle. Got inside the 10 to about the 9. Spun around hard and dropped. I think that was Nate Johnson that spun around. Redshirt freshman, 294 pounds. Defensive tackle. Second down and goal from the 9. Ball basically in the middle of the field for Reed Potts. Motion right to left behind the line of scrimmage. They'll hand the ball. No, the ball's free, and St. Francis has got it at their own 17-yard line. First turnover of the ball game. Tried a handoff, but nobody was home. So the Cougars will have it first and 10. With 10:02 remaining, quarter number 1, they'll have it at their own 18-yard line. St. Francis blue tops today, silver and blue. Mullen, 2 men in motion. They reset. Everybody in tight now. They'll hand the ball off. Here's a run and not much there. Very good defense. Draven Van Gilder, who had 5 tackles, 1 for loss last week, leads them with 82 tackles starting today. Had 1 sack last week as well. Officially a gain of 1, second down and 9. Spread offense now for the silver and blue. 2 wide either side of the field. Josh Kolka stays in the pistol alignment. Has the snap, short drop, looks right, throws right, and the ball is in and out of the hands. They were coming quickly that time. I think that was Cullen Snow. Had the coverage, third down and long. St. Francis trying to get out to their own 28-yard line. This Valor defense impresses you early on, very quick. Kolk again maneuvering, motioning to his left. Short drop, wants to throw. Now flush to his right side and throws on the run. That one's nearly intercepted. Threw it up for grabs. That time Zach Myers had a hand on it briefly. And again, the Cougars go 3 and out. McPeak to punt for the second time. This time waits from his own 5-yard line. Ripko back in punt return. Backs up inside his own 45 to the 43. High snap. McPeak got it. Didn't get a lot of it. Takes a high bounce at midfield. And a yard deep into Valor territories where the Evangel University offense goes to work again. No score we have with 9:05 remaining quarter number 1. Number 19, USF at home, hosting the number 21 ranked Evangel University Valor. James Downey checks in as a wide out here to the near side. Valor will work from the 1st and 10 from their own left side hash mark. Shotgun formation for Reed Potts, 6'3", senior. Screens ball near side. Williams has got it, looks for a block, hits to the 50-yard line, still carries tacklers down inside the USF 45 to the 43-yard line. Williams has not only 201 rushes for 935 rushing yards, but also 39 catches for 385 yards. He scored 13 rushing touchdowns and 6 receiving touchdowns. That was a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. Motion left to right behind the line of scrimmage. Here's a screen, maybe a double pass. No, running. There's that nice open field tackle that time by USF and a loss of 1. Let's see if that was Nondorf that came shooting through there. It was. Nick Nondorf played it well in run support that time. 3rd down and 5 coming up from the 45. There was movement at the line of scrimmage. Free play perhaps coming up, and an easy catch far side. And they'll take the play. Penalty was going to be offside against St. Francis again. Well, let's see. Brad Bunning is our referee again. Encroachment against St. Francis. They'll take the play and spot the ball inside the USF 35 at the 34-yard line. Clock shows 8:04 remaining, quarter number 1. Potts from the left side hash mark now with the snap. Pump fake being pursued. Dumps it off near side. That's going to be a catch inside the 40-37. Eric Williams, but Shamar Smith had him tuned up and covered very well, and that's a loss of a couple yards. Spotted at the 36. 2nd down and 12 coming up. Clock approaching 7.5 minutes. Time remaining, quarter number 1. Drew Ripko up in the slot to the left side. Now they're going to reposition him. 2 wide to the short side to the right. Potts has got motion now, near side. Screens the ball. He's got Ripko with it. Looks for a block and carried it inside the 35 down to about the 33-yard line. Might give him another yard to the 32. Valor do not to huddle up. No, they spotted at the 31. So it'll be 3rd down and 7. Trying to get it to the USF 24-yard line. Scoreless game so far. Potts claps his hands. Looks to his left. Might be changing the play call. Play clock at 17. From the right side hash mark. Reed Potts again. Takes the snap. Play action fake. Rolls left. He's got a wide open man in the flats. That was the tight end, and he'll run for a 1st down. That was Brady Allen. 6'2" sophomore. 3 catches last week, and of those 3 catches, 2 were good for touchdowns. That time they exposed the Cougars defensively in the flats. And they'll have 1st and 10. Still moving from left to right as we look at it. Here's Williams, and wrapped up and dropped. Did not get back to the line of scrimmage. In Nate Johnson in there. That's a loss of 2. Call it 2nd down and 12. Clock will reach 6 minutes before this snap of the football. Fast-moving ball game so far. Everybody in tight now for the Valor, except for 1 wide to the left. That's the short side of the field. Ripko comes in motion, though, right to left. Comes back near side. They'll knocked away. Pass is knocked down. That was Marquise Cross. And now it brings up 3rd down and long. Been a little case of bend, don't break at times for the Silver and Blue. Here today at home. Got to get down to the 15, inside the 15-yard line on this snap. Here's Potts again, wants to throw. Throws right side. He's got a wide open catch. And a gain down to the 11-yard line. Ball popped free. St. Francis came up with it. They're going to rule it down on contact. It'll be 1st and 10 with the ball inside the 11.
Completion was enough for a Angel first down.
Valor up to the line of scrimmage. They'll run. No, it's a keeper, and they'll give it right side. And running and knocked out of bounds inside the 5. That was Nondorf that made the touchdown-saving tackle. Kind of a modified quarterback option run to the right side, then a late pitch. Second down and goal. Coming down to the 5-minute mark. Ball inside the Cougar 5. Williams offset to the right. They'll hand the ball to the big guy. He's wrapped up again. Got maybe to the 3. St. Francis has done a very good job of keying on massive Eric Williams. 6'1", 235. It will be third down and goal from the 4-yard line. Potts has got 2 wide to the left side. Nobody wide to the right. Looks again, gives to Williams. Williams inside the 2. And it'll bring up fourth down.
The defensive line of the Cougars, which will set up a fourth down and goal.
Decision time for the Valor now with 4:12 remaining. And they're going to run a play. Cougars stopped him earlier on fourth down. Crowd coming alive. Potts drops the throw, looks and got the catch for the touchdown. It was, I believe that was James Dowdy. So the Valor on the board. They've not put the points on the board as of yet. Now they do. Time of the score at 3:56. Ponce with a touchdown toss. Kind of sidearmed that football. That's his 26th touchdown toss. Right-footed kick is long enough and up and good. 7-0 Valor in the early going. And we'll be back after this for Current Mechanical.
When it's 90-plus degrees and your air conditioning isn't conditioning anything, or you find your hot water heater has sprung a leak and is only spilling onto the floor, who do you call? Someone with only self-taught training, because skilled labor doesn't exactly grow on trees. Consider Current Mechanical, for example. Robert Current founded the company back in 1978 after graduating in 1970 as a plumbing apprentice from local Union 166. Company president Tom Current and service manager Tim Current also graduated from local 166 apprentice programs. In fact, Current Mechanical at this very time employs 12 apprentices, a mix of plumbers, HVAC technicians, fitters, and welding apprentices, as well as 51 journeymen foremen. Why is that important to know? Because as Fort Wayne's infrastructure continues to grow and evolve, so will the need for skilled labor technicians. Current Mechanical traces its roots, its very skills, back to local 166. Maybe an apprentice training program is right for you. Need a new career? Need a good life? Contact Current Mechanical or the JATC Local 166. A skilled labor career may be just the right fit.
Cougars returning bobbled ball at the 5, but it'll run across the 10, cut to the right side, 15-20, and then knocked out of bounds. And that's where St. Francis now starts on offense, trailing it in the early going 7-0. Other scores elsewhere. College scores, University score. Texas A&M in the first quarter leads Samford 7-0. Miami over Virginia Tech, also first quarter score 7-0. Here's 7-0 as the Valor short score on that short touchdown pass on fourth down. Now St. Francis tries to see what they can get going. Twice they've gone 3 and out here in the early stages of this football game. 3 wide to the left. Mullen now repositions. Split wide to the right. Here's a quick throw right side. That one's knocked away. Incomplete.
Josh Kolka's pass was incomplete. It was knocked down by Derek Finley.
Second down and 10. Not much has gone right offensively for St. Francis so far today here at home. Now 3 wide comes to the left side of Josh Kolka. Sets up out of the shotgun. Showing blitz defensive right side. Here it comes. Run right side across the 20-25. And second effort across the 30-yard line. And the first down of the football game for St. Francis as they'll move the down marker. Drew Wheat came in with 426 yards. Hasn't played since week 4. Give to him again. It finds running room across the 40. Brings it up to the 44-yard line. That offensive line now beginning to create some running lanes for Drew Wheat. Gain of 9, second down and a long yard. Try to get across the 45 to the 46. Wheat again, looking right side. Not going to get there. This time, left side pinched in defensively. Kenny Spring, who had 5 tackles, a half a tackle for loss. It'll bring up third down and 4. And the objective for St. Francis trying to get to their own 46. Corners come up now in the press coverage. Here's Kolka with the snap. Looks, screens the ball, and that one, nobody home. Crosley McKeachin kind of in the territory. Decision time now for Adam Sherman. 4th down and 4. Cougars trying to get to their own 46, and they've decided they're going to punt the ball away. $7-0. Evangel in the early going. 3 other games later today in the NAIA. McPeak, third punt of the day. Hits it with the left foot, high, wobbly ball. They're going to let that one hit and bounce inside the 15 to the 10. Well, didn't get quite to the 10 at the 11 is where it's picked up. And once again, the Valor, this will be their poorest starting field position of the day. Still 2:18 remains in quarter number 1. And the visitors have got the lead at 7-0. Aiden Ewers now checks in at one of the safety spots for St. Francis. Ladre Harris also checks in at the other safety spot. Potts takes the snap, gives to Williams. Williams looking for running room, just bowls his way up to about the 15-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4. We'll take the clock close to the 2-minute mark. Fast-moving football game here in the first quarter. Call it a gain of 3. Second down and 7. Motion left to right. But here's the give, and the run is up across the 15 to the 19-yard line. That'll bring up third down and still a long 3. Valor trying to get out to their own 23-yard line on this snap. Big play in the early part of the ball game with 90 seconds remaining, quarter number 1. 10 in tight, 1 wide to the left side. There was movement at the line of scrimmage again. Here's the catch made for an easy first down. Get across the 25 to the 26. Not sure there was a penalty flag thrown, but it will be 1st and 10. Now they do move the chains for the Valor. Blackwell comes in, the lone wide to the right side, 2 wide to the left. Now they're going to move that ball up to the 27-yard line. Clock shows 47 seconds remaining. Allen again, motion, comes near side. Here's the throw of the and there's a catch made to the 35-yard line.
These passes pass was complete. Number 3, Brandon Allen. Tackled on the play by Dylan Clark.
That's a gain of 7. See if they get another playoff before end of quarter. Play clock still shows 40, so they may just take the clock down to the final 7 seconds. And it will be 7-0 in favor of the Valor, and they'll have second down and short when we return to Darcy Stadium. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this for Shelton Financial Group.
Shelton Financial Group reminds fans they are proud to support Fort Wayne athletics and are thankful to be a part of a community that values relationships and looks to encourage our athletes. At Shelton Financial Group, their goal is to help people who have worked hard to plan smart so they can live well in retirement. We hope you'll meet at any Shelton Financial location in Bluffton, Ossian, or Game One is the premier provider of apparel, uniforms, and equipment, unifying teams and fans in schools, clubs, and organizations. From our partnerships with teams and organizations to our work and dedication to the communities around us, we never stop, striving to help you take on every day, season, and competition with excitement and purpose. Visit game-1.com to learn more about our apparel, equipment, and fan gear offerings. Game One, your first contact for all things game.
When the furnace or air conditioning goes out, it's not on your schedule or even a repair company's schedule. There is one name in heating and cooling that will make you a part of their schedule. Current Mechanical. Current Mechanical handles all heating, cooling, water heater, filter system, and geothermal needs, including replacements, repairs, and maintenance. With over 35 years in the heating and cooling business, Current Mechanical's response time is one of the best in the Fort Wayne area. Call Current Mechanical 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 420-8138. Current Mechanical. Keep it current.
7-0. Evangel's got the lead here in Fort Wayne over the St. Francis Cougars. Valor's football, they've got it at their own 35, second down and a short 3. Moving now from right to left as we look at it. Reed Potts, 6'3", senior quarterback, 165-pounder. Eric Williams, the 235-pound running back, offset to the left side. They'll give the ball to Williams. Williams looking for a hole. Scooches down. Got to the 37.
Eric Williams on the carry for Evangel. Tackle on the play by Bobby.
Williams not only big, but tall, 6'1". Does have enough for the first down, though. At the Valor 38-yard line. Moving still from right to left. 3 wide to the right side. E.J. Hunter comes up in press coverage near side for St. Francis. Play action fake. No, they give to Williams. Williams cuts back, can't find running room. 3 Cougars were there. Dylan Krell slowed him up, then had help from his friends. That's going to be a loss of a couple of yards back to the Valor 36-yard line. Second down and 12. Evangel likes the clear-out passes into the flats. Cougars have had a hard time today so far in the early going, adjusting to that. Valor work from the left side hash mark. Potts again. Play action fake. Throws over the middle. One-handed catch is made. Wow. That was big time. Was that Ripko? Drew Ripko with a circus catch. Stuck out the right hand and it stuck. First and 10 now at the St. Francis 38-yard line. That had the crowd buzzing. First and 10. Potts again. Short drop. Now flushed to his right side. Looking for Williams. Throws the ball away. Nothing there. That time better defense that time. As the Cougars picked up Williams running into the flats. Just kind of floats out there. A.J. Moore kind of shadowing that last snap. Second down and 10. Valor working from the left side hash mark. Potts again. Gives it off to Williams. Williams bumps off one attempted tackle. Ewers came up and run pursuit. Michael Fuller Also there to make sure Williams didn't go far. Gain will bring up 3rd down and 8. Veller trying to get to the USF 28-yard line. Potts looking over to the far sideline to get the play wagged in. 3rd down and long. Potts with the snap. Rolls to the right side. Looking, throws up, and this one is incomplete. One of the linemen getting up, that's Dominic Dawson, the center, talking to the official. It'll be 4th down, and are they going to still run a play? Looks like they're keeping the offense out there. Got to get to the 28. Cougars desperately need a stop. They trail a 7-0. Potts, and there was movement at the line of scrimmage. Here's a quick throw near side and caught. Penalty flag comes out late. Catch was short of the first down stick.
Offside, defense, number 97. That penalty flag. Result of play, 1st down.
Apparently they had enough yardage for the 1st down at the Cougar 26. Took the play rather than penalty. That is the 3rd encroachment, though, already in the first half against St. Francis. Brady Allen resets tight to the right side. They'll give to Williams, running. No, it's a play action fake. A lot of time. Throw to the corners. Got a man wide open, and the ball incomplete. There was contact, but no penalty flag. I think that was Greg Holmes that had the coverage down in the right corner of the end zone. It'll be 2nd down and 10. May have a change at running back as Potts sets up out of the pistol. Takes the snap. Does hand the ball off. That's Williams and Buster inside the 15 to the 10 and down inside the 10 close to the 5. Nobody could bring him down that time. LaDre Harris, last chance for St. Francis. It'll be 1st and goal at the 5. This guy is a bull once he gets a head of steam up. Stays in offset to the right side, Reed Potts. See if they go to him again. They do. Tries to go left and then knocked down right at the 5-yard line by Dylan Krell. Boy, they got a good spot on the ball at the 4. Clock moves inside 11.5 minutes. Time remaining, quarter number 2. Veller taking time. Brady Blackwell, now they're going to move him up, part of a trips package. No, just too wide to the left. Play clock down inside of 15. Potts claps his hands, looks to Williams again, curls up, tripped up at the 3. It'll be 3rd down. Spotted at the Cougar 3, trying to add to their 7-0 lead. Crowd coming alive. Cougar crowd chanting defense. Too wide to the left for the Valor. Potts barking out the signals. Rolls to the left, looking, being pursued, throws to the middle. Brady Allen's got it at the 4 of those where he's knocked down. And it'll bring up a loss of 1. And bring up 4th down. This time I think they're going to go with the field goal. They're 6 of 6 on the year. Long of 30 yards. Cody Boise. This will be a 21-yard attempt. He's 5 for 5 this season. From the left side hash mark. From 21. High enough, long enough, and good to make it 10-0 with a timeout here at Darcy Stadium. Evangel on top. We'll be back after this for Wayne Pipe and Supply.
Fort Wayne has changed a lot over the years, growing bigger and better. One constant thing since 1896, Wayne Pipe and Supply. They've been a leading force contributing to Fort Wayne's growth, supplying pipe, valves, fittings, and plumbing supplies to Fort Wayne's infrastructure. But Wayne Pipe and Supply has also evolved with a staff of over 650 years combined industry knowledge and experience. Wayne Pipe's kitchen and bathroom showroom displays the very latest and most beautiful products available. From shower heads to kitchen faucets, Wayne Pipe and Supply has it all to meet every need. See what your kitchen or bathroom can look like tomorrow. It all can start with a visit today to Wayne Kitchen and Bathworks Showroom, 6040 Innovation Boulevard, or call 260-423-9577 to schedule an appointment.
Joe Parson back at Darcy Stadium. Cougars about to get their hands on the football. It has not been pleasant so far today for Cougar football fans here at Darcy Stadium. Unofficially, this St. Francis has accomplished just one first down in that so far in this first half. They trail 10-0. Valor kick from the 35 comes from right to left as we look at it. Cougar return is looking up into the sun, end over end, and that goes into the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Colin McPeak that time just backed away from the ball, blinded by the sun. So it'll come out to the 25-yard line for Josh Kolk and company. Valor won the toss, deferred. They'll get the ball to start the second half. Still 9:47 remaining here in quarter number 2. Azariah Wallace back in as the running back, offset to the right side. Spread offense, too wide either side. Motion out of that left to right. That's Mullen resets. Part of a trips package now wide right. There's a quick throw of the middle, and that one's incomplete. Looks like Kolka's arm was hit just as he released the ball. Brendan Stowe now will check into the ball game. Crosland McCachin checks out of there. Dandridge is in, the lone wide to the near side. Javion Turner's got the cover. The Cougars run the ball. Not much there. Yeah, gain is good for about 3 yards, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. St. Francis trying to reach their own 35-yard line. Cougar fans hoping their silver and blue team does not go 3 and out for the 3rd time already in this first half. Bunch line up to the right side. Mullen comes out of that motion right to left and resets. Here's Kolka to throw. Rush is coming and stumbling, spun around, still on his feet, looking to throw the ball and a dive for it near side, but that's going to be incomplete. Let's check on Kolka now, being helped up. Tell you what, that's good sportsmanship by Garrett Finley. Let's recognize what we see. You don't see that at some of the big schools. So 4th down and long, and once again, Noah McPeak is called upon to punt the ball away. Ripko waits inside his own 35. Long count from the line of scrimmage. Play clock down to 4. Low snap, but the kick is away. High floating ball. And a fair catch is called inside the 40 at the 38. That's where very good field position once again for the Valor, who have opened up with a 10-0 lead already on St. Francis. Here with 8:51 remaining in quarter number 2. Valor on the road today where they're 4-1. They bring a 6-game win streak into Fort Wayne. Reed Potts sets up out of the pistol. Running back lined up behind. Motion now right to left. They'll reset. And they'll hand the ball. There's Williams looking for running room and bangs his way to the 40. A.J. Moore pinched in from the defensive end. Got a piece of him, but not before he picks up a couple of yards. Second down and 7. Clock moves inside of 8.5 minutes. Time remaining here in quarter number 2. E.J. Hunter in, comes up and press covers near side. Motion Allen, resets tight to the right. Play action fake. Pressure coming, no. Here's Potts, a lot of time. Now throws to the right side. That's intercepted. 8 and yours, I think, but there's a penalty flag near side. Let's see what we have. Illegal downfield is going to be the call against. I think the interception will stand up. We'll wait till we get the official call from our referee, Brad Bunting.
He's on the play. Third down.
No, it's not ruled an interception. It will bring up third down and 7, though. Got to get out to their own just across the 48 on this snap. I thought Ewers had the interception. There's Potts, quick throw near side. That's incomplete. Whistles blew immediately at the snap. False start. First penalty of the day against Evangel. That one will be walked off. It'll bring up third down and 13. Spotted at the Valor 36-yard line. Trying to get just across their own 48 on this snap. Two safeties back for St. Francis. Linebackers dropping as well. Pressure. And rolling to the right side, the speedy Potts looking to throw, throws it away. And it'll bring up fourth down, and the first time today that Evangel will punt the football. Now again, keep in mind, Bo Braun back there will be looking up into the sun. On the kickoff, McPeak just had to back away from it. He was blinded by the sun. Bersini to punt. 3 punts last week had along a 40. Low line drive kick. Sun won't bother that, and it will kick out of bounds at about the USF 36 or 37 yard line. So decent starting position now for the Cougars, who trail at 10-0 with 7:52 remaining here in the first half. Azariah Wallace will be the running back again. We saw Drew Wheat briefly with a couple of nice runs. McEachin comes in wide to the left side up in the slot. Split wide of him will be Colin McPeak. Dandridge, the lone wide to the right. He's flanked to the near side. Now comes in motion. Right to left behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Kolka rolls. A counter run coming back. Azariah Wallace. And carries, steps out of a tackle at the 40. And is close to a first down at the 45 of St. Francis. Let's give you update scores elsewhere. Texas A&M now 21-0 leaders over Samford in the second quarter. Miami over Virginia Tech 14-3. That's a first quarter score. Missouri 3, Oklahoma 0 first quarter. And Ohio State leads Rutgers 7-0 in the first quarter. Here's a run. Wallace should have the first down. Yeah, they're going to move the sticks.
Azariah Wallace on the carry for St. Francis. The short game is good enough for a St. Francis.
Cougars with the ball at their own 46, but a new set of downs to work with, moving from left to right. Kolka with a running back lined up behind. Wants to throw. Looks near side. He's got a wide open Dandridge catch it into Valor territory to the 43-yard line. First time St. Francis has been in enemy territory. 1st and 10. They'll work from the right side hash mark. McEachin stays up on the slot to the left side. Mullen is tight to the left. That's the wide side of the field. Dandridge flanked to the near side, the lone wide here. Now he comes in motion again. Kolka looks, rolls to his left side. Dandridge is wide open, now finally thrown, and he makes a tremendous catch. That ball was back to the number side. Dandridge had to turn sharply to his left to catch that football, but it does bring up 2nd down and 7 after a pickup of 3 yards. Spread offense again, 2 wide either side. Kolka's got motion by Mullen. He'll reset tight to the right. They'll run the football. It doesn't look like there's much there, and there isn't for Azariah Wallace. And now it'll be 3rd down, no gain. Clock is approaching 5.5 minutes before this snap of the football. 3rd down and 6. Try to get inside the 34 of the Valor. 3 wide to the right, the wide side of the field for Josh Kolka. Out of the shotgun formation. Play clock is down into 19. Now they reposition the running back off to the right side. Might be Braylon Gillard. Rush is coming. Home run ball right side. McEachin is there. Have the ball inside the 5. Goes Crosley. It's going to be an interception. Took it away from McEachin. McEachin saying I was interfered with. But instead it will be Valor football. See if we can get the official ruling by, it is going to be Evangel football, and they'll have it at their own 6. I thought McEachin had it. So did Colin. Or Crosley, I should say. Then he thought for sure he was interfered with. Neither case was true. 5:03 remains. Quarter number 2. Williams bangs his way. And second effort up close to the 10. Across the 10. Cougars slowed him up initially. Got those legs turning the 235-pound frame behind it. And gains 5, 2nd down and 5. 2 tight ends now in motion. Reset tight to the right for the Valor. And they'll run Williams that way, looking for running room, and he finds it across the 15, got to the 17. Little angled run to his right. Evangel still with 2 timeouts remaining. St. Francis shows no timeouts remaining. And 4:12 on the clock. 1st and 10 for the Valor. They lead at 10-0 here on the road. Play action fake. Here's the throw over the middle. He's got a wide open catch at the 30-yard line. Brady Allen scampers, ran over a would-be defender. And now there's a little extracurriculars. Improving field position now for the Valor. They have it across the 40 to the 45-yard line, moving from right to left as we look at it. And Ziza's coming at defensive end, right side for St. Francis defensively. 1st and 10. Potts trying to draw St. Francis offsides against with that hard count. He's had success in the first half doing that. 2 wide to the right side. Potts out of the shotgun formation. Looks on the read option. Gives to Williams, stacked up right at the 45. Driven back. And Ziza was there. Dylan Krell was there. That'll take the clock inside of 3 minutes. That'll bring up second down and 10. Nondorf back in there at safety. Sammy Ampiliotis also back there. Second down and long. Potts, play action fake, rolls right. Looking for Brady Allen in the flats. And throws the ball in and out of the hands. Nearly intercepted, diving for it. That time was Ampiliotis. Couldn't find the handle. Will bring up third down and 10. Clock stopped with 2:35 remaining in the half. Sunny skies, started out 43 degrees. Weatherman says it may get up to 45, 46 perhaps. Third down and long, trying to get out to the Cougar 45. The Valor in possession. They lead at 10-0. Play clock down at the 11. Reposition. Williams now offset to the left. Potts with a snap. Straight drop. Looking. Flush to his right. Looking. Throws over the middle. And that one in and out of the hand. Knocked down actually by Marquise Cross. And now it'll be fourth down and long. And they'll bring the punt team in. 2:29, clock stopped on the incompleted pass. Bo Braun already shading his eyes. Waits for the punt inside the Cougar 20. Rossini to punt. High snap, but got a hand on it. Kick is away. And here's a run by Bo Braun's got running room. 35, 40, 45. Gets him away from a tackle at the 50-yard line. Stumbles down the right sideline to the 30 and then driven out of bounds. The highlight of the day from St. Francis. Now we've got pushing and shoving on the Cougar sidelines. Kyle Cummings got involved with one of the Cougars. That'll take the clock down to 2:16. We're seeing the replay right now. Braun knocked out of bounds hard inside the 30. And then Cummings, then they took away the video. We'll wait and see what the ruling is by our referee today, Brad Bunning. 4 officials still conferring. A couple of the officials talking to Adam Sherman.
There's a play, unsportsmanlike, on the St. Francis bench, 15 yards.
Yeah, of course it goes against St. Francis. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Cummings was in there. I thought I saw a shove. But again, when you retaliate, that's what the officials usually see. That will give St. Francis possession now at the 45 of the Valor with 2:16 to go. And by the way, they made that change on the scoreboard clock, St. Francis, with all 3 timeouts remaining. Couldn't remember them even taking a timeout. Here's a run, curl play up the middle. Backpedaling Azariah Wallace inside the 45. Got to the 43, maybe the 42. Clock will stop right about now on the 2-minute warning. 10-0 in favor of Evangel. And we'll be back right after these words from Public Service Credit Union.
Want to take control of your financial future? At Public Service Credit Union, our members enjoy perks that make managing their money a breeze. With credit score tools, online loan pre-approvals, mobile alerts, and interactive teller machines, you'll have everything you need to stay on top of your finances. But that's not all. You'll earn loyalty points that can be redeemed for awesome rewards like higher rates on certificates, loan rate discounts, and to waive fees. Plus, our member advisors will guide you every step of the way, helping you achieve your financial goals. As a not-for-profit credit union, we're owned by our members, not shareholders. That means we're all about putting your needs first, with no surprise fees or profit-driven motives. Just personalized service and expert guidance to help you succeed. Ready to experience the perks of membership for yourself? Join Public Service Credit Union today. Visit our website or stop by one of our branches to learn more. Public Service Credit Union, where being a member has its perks.
Game One is the premier provider of apparel, uniforms, and equipment, unifying teams and fans in schools, clubs, and organizations. From our partnerships with teams and organizations to our work and dedication to the communities around us, we never stop, striving to help you take on every day, season, and competition with excitement and purpose. Visit game-1.com to learn more about our apparel, equipment, and fan gear offerings. Game One, your first contact for all things game.
Cougars have got second down and 7 with 2 minutes remaining, quarter number 2. Trying to cut into this 10-0 lead by Evangel University. St. Francis moving from left to right from the 42-yard line. Here's Kolka dropping the throw. Looking, pressure's coming, steps up and steps away and brought down. Going to lose yardage back to the 45. Boy, Bronson Coy not happy. And we've got is that Kolka getting up, limping a little bit. Ball has not been marked ready for play. Going to bring up third down and 10. Kolka heading to the sidelines, limping noticeably. Garrett Yoon now will check in. Yoon last Saturday was 7 of 9 for 112 yards and also threw for a touchdown.
St. Francis, they took the timeout to avoid the 10-second runoff. Number 8 was he'll have to sit for one play. Third down.
Is officially a timeout. St. Francis will have 2 remaining. 1:46 on the clock. It'll be third down and 10. And we'll be back right after this for Wayne Pipe and Supply.
Fort Wayne has changed a lot over the years, growing bigger and better. One constant thing since 1896, Wayne Pipe and Supply. They've been a leading force contributing to Fort Wayne's growth, supplying pipe, valves, fittings, and plumbing supplies to Fort Wayne's infrastructure. But Wayne Pipe and Supply has also evolved with a staff of over 650 years combined industry knowledge and experience. Wayne Pipe's kitchen and bathroom showroom displays the very latest and most beautiful products available. From shower heads to kitchen faucets, Wayne Pipe and Supply has it all to meet every need. See what your kitchen or bathroom can look like tomorrow. It all can start with a visit today to Wayne Kitchen and Bathworks Showroom, 6040 Innovation Boulevard, or call 260-423-9577 to schedule an appointment.
Third down and long for Garrett Yoon in relief of Josh Kolka. Drops the throw, flush to the right, throws to the middle. Has got a catch. And second effort will get gained to the 40. That will bring up fourth down and still about 6. Clock running now to 90 seconds remaining in the first half. St. Francis keeps the offense on the field. Adam Smith checks into the ball game, sent up in the slot to the left side. Valor dropped 4 back into coverage. Yoon stays in. Waiting for his second snap of the ball game. Drops to throw. Looks near side. Throws right side for Dandridge. Has the catch inside the 20-yard line. It is ruled a catch at the 19. Still 1:04 remaining here in the first half. They'll mark that ball at the 20, first and 10. 2 wide to the right, including Mullen. Here's Yoon again, the broken play. Yoon's got to run the football, takes it inside the 20, got a couple of yards to the 18. looking to hand the ball off. Nobody's home. And now Josh Kolka comes back in. Clock ticking away inside of 43 seconds. Time remaining here in the quarter number 2. Cougars desperate for points on the board, trailing at 10-0. Kolka drops, short drop, looking right side. Throws short to Dandridge. Gets by one inside the 10. Knocked out of bounds. Somewhere around the 8. Let's see if he's got enough. He should have enough yardage for the first down, and they will move the chains. It'll be 1st and goal. First and goal from the 9. 29 seconds still on the clock. Dandridge been effective. Stays in wide right. Now comes in motion right to left behind the line of scrimmage. Kolka rolls left. Counter run coming up to the right side. Wallace stumbles. Is still on his feet inside the 5. Got down to the 1. As Uriah Wallace that close. Eric Spring upset. He thought he had a chance to knock him down. And now we're going to have another timeout taken with 20 seconds remaining. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 4 when we come back to Darcy Stadium right after this for Peter Franklin Jewelers.
At Peter Franklin Jewelers, we know a diamond can symbolize many things to you. Love, commitment, beauty, all of the special moments in life. And no 2 diamonds are alike. That's why we hand select every diamond for you as a family-owned and operated business for over 35 years. We treat every customer like family and believe that our dedication to quality is what sets us apart. When the moment matters, it's Peter Franklin.
Everyone knows that winter is coming, and when it does come, it's the wind and cold air that really chill your home. Momper Insulation can keep the cold out by sealing the leakage points and filling empty sidewalls, even through masonry or siding, without unsightly holes or blemishes. They're also experts at insulating crawl spaces, attics, and any place the cold could get in and ruin your winter. Let Momper seal your house, saving you 30 to 50% off your heating bill. Call today for a free energy audit before it's too late. Momper Insulation.
Cougars show I formation. Kolka under center. Mullen the up back in the I. As Uriah Wallace the tailback. Here comes the snap. Mullen, I believe, got the handoff. Did not get in. Clock down with 12 seconds. Now flips over to 10 seconds. It will be 3rd down and goal from the 1. And a timeout down below. Cougars calling their last timeout. We'll step out briefly for this for Blue Jacket.
All of us can use some help from time to time. That's why Blue Jacket supports men and women in the Fort Wayne area through employment and training. Also those who may have the cards stacked against them from the homelessness, addiction and disability, a felony, even long-term unemployment. All can be overcome through Blue Jacket intervention. Blue Jacket even hires certain clients at its own enterprises, such as their high-end theft store, cleaning service, staffing service, and highly popular holiday event, Fantasy of Lights. Blue Jacket stands ready to help those in need.
3rd down and goal from inside the 1-yard line. Cougars trailing it here at home 10-0. Wallace stays in as the running back. Cougars still will stay in the I formation with Mullen the up back in the I. Dandridge tight to the right. Needing a yard. Kolka looks. Gives the throw it in the end zone. Wide open. Brennan Stowe's got it. Time of the score, 5 seconds. Cougars with life. That'll make it 10-6. Austin DeLeon now. He was 8 for 8 last week. Left-footed kick is on the way, and it is good. And we got a new game. Well, closer from the standpoint of the St. Francis Cougars. 5 seconds remains, 10-7. with a stoppage down below, and we'll be back after this for Shelton Financial Group.
Shelton Financial Group reminds fans they are proud to support Fort Wayne athletics and are thankful to be a part of a community that values relationships and looks to encourage our athletes. At Shelton Financial Group, their goal is to help people who have worked hard to plan smart so they can live well in retirement. We hope you'll meet at any Shelton Financial location in Bluffton, Ossian, or Fort Wayne to build a winning playbook for your retirement.
It's always amazing, isn't it, how just one or two plays can turn things around immediately. Dandridge with a great catch. Earlier, you thought McEachin maybe had a catch down deep, but instead they ruled it an interception and no pass interference. 10-7 ball game. Still, though, 5 seconds remain. Will St. Francis kick deep? Dangerous kick returners back there. Ripco's got an 89-yarder. Had that last week, in fact, in the win over Bethany. Here comes the left-footed kick. Squib ball bounding around. And it's touched and fumbled twice. Picked up, though, at the 15-yard line. And that'll take the clock down to 2 seconds. Still running. Now they finally stop it with 1 second remaining. And we would expect just a simple kneel down by Reed Potts. Don't forget, Valor won the toss. They deferred. They'll get the football to start the second half. In what now is a 10-7 ball game. See if they're just going to assume the victory formation. This all should be just a formality with the ball at the 24-yard line. Potts with two protectors around him underneath. Takes the snap and drops to a knee, and that's the way the first half will end. 10-7. Valor scored the first 10 points of the ball game. It took 29 minutes and 55 seconds for the Cougars to finally find their offense, but they got into the end zone to make it 10-7. We're coming back with our Parkview Sports Medicine halftime show right after this. For Current Mechanical.
When it's 90-plus degrees and your air conditioning isn't conditioning anything, or you find your hot water heater has sprung a leak and is only spilling onto the floor, who do you call? Someone with only self-taught training? Because skilled labor doesn't exactly grow on trees. Consider Current Mechanical, for example. Robert Current founded the company back in 1978 after graduating in 1970 as a plumbing apprentice from local union 166. Company president Tom Current and service manager Tim Current also graduated from local 166 apprentice programs. In fact, Current Mechanical at this very time employs 12 apprentices, a mix of plumbers, HVAC technicians, fitters, and welding apprentices, as well as 51 journeymen foremen. Why is that important to know? Because as Fort Wayne's infrastructure continues to grow and evolve, so will the need for skilled labor technicians. Current Mechanical traces its roots, its very skills, back to local 166. Maybe an apprentice training program is right for you. Need a new career? Need a good life? Contact Current Mechanical or the JATC Local 166. A skilled labor career may be just the right fit.
At Peter Franklin Jewelers, we know a diamond can symbolize many things to you. Love, commitment, beauty, all of the special moments in life. And no two diamonds are alike. That's why we hand select every diamond for you as a family-owned and operated business. For over 35 years, we treat every customer like family and believe that our dedication to quality is what sets us apart. When the moment matters, it's Peter Franklin.
It's halftime. Welcome into the Parkview Sports Performance Halftime Show. Building athletes through athletic training development.
Halftime here at Darcy Stadium. I'm Joe Parson. Welcome back, everybody. Well, it was 10-0 for the most of the first half, in favor of Evangels. They came out very impressively, emphasizing the short passing possession type of game, throwing in the flats. St. Francis had trouble, and then, of course, backed by the massive running attack of Eric Williams, the 6'1", 235-pound running back, and who came in with just under 1,000 yards rushing, easily to see why. But they scored after a fumble recovery at the St. Francis 18-yard line that led to a 2-yard touchdown on a Potts pass, kind of slung the ball sidearm into the end zone at the 3:56 mark. That was to James Dowdy. Boise added the extra point to make it 7-0. Then with 9:47 remain quarter number 2, Boise came on and hit a 21-yard field goal to make it 10-0. And finally, a couple of good plays. We saw Drew Wheat running a couple of times in the first half. But then it was a great catch by Ajay Dandridge that finally woke the Cougars up. They had the ball inside the red zone. And then on third down and goal with just 5 seconds remaining, Kolka found Brendan Stowe all alone on the backside of the end zone with a 1-yard touchdown. De Leon added the extra point to make it 10-7, and that's where we are here at the half. We were hoping to have Dr. Joseph Maddox, I should say, medical director of Ortho Express with us, but that depended. This is actually a working day, and working with the Cougar football team, and that is his first priority. So we may or may not have the pleasure of his presence here in the press box during this halftime presentation. We'll move on and take a look at other scores elsewhere, and also scoring stats from the first half. We'll step out right after this for K&K Insurance.
K&K Insurance was born out of a passion for motorsports almost half a century ago. As a motorsport participant, also came recognition of the need to establish K&K Insurance. K&K got its start providing coverage for race car drivers, teams, and racing facilities, and soon became recognized as the leading provider of insurance products for the motorsports industry. But K&K didn't stop at motorsports. Today, continuing that same entrepreneurial spirit and commitment, from amateur sports to professional teams and leagues, from fitness facilities to sports stadiums, K&K ensures fun. But fun can also present risks. That's where K&K comes in with its package of innovative insurance coverage, ensuring these many activities and events can continue to take place. K&K Insurance.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
Want to take control of your financial future? At Public Service Credit Union, our members enjoy perks that make managing their money a breeze. With credit score tools, online loan pre-approvals, mobile alerts, and interactive teller machines, you'll have everything you need to stay on top of your finances. But that's not all. You'll earn loyalty points that can be redeemed for awesome rewards like higher rates on certificates, loan rate discounts, and to waive fees. Plus, our member advisors will guide you every step of the way, helping you achieve your financial goals. As a not-for-profit credit union, we're owned by our members, not shareholders. That means we're all about putting your needs first, with no surprise fees or profit-driven motives. Just personalized service and expert guidance to help you succeed. Ready to experience the perks of membership for yourself? Join Public Service Credit Union today. Visit our website or stop by one of our branches to learn more. Public Service Credit Union, where being a member has its perks.
Joe Parson back at Darcy Stadium, 10-7 ball game, as visiting Evangel University scored the first 10 points of this ball game, and not until 5 seconds remained in quarter number 2 did St. Francis finally get into the end zone on a 1-yard touchdown pass from Kolka to Brennan Stowe. And with De Leon's extra point, that is where we are right now in this 10-7 ball game. Other scores going on elsewhere. Let's bring you up to date. There are 3 other NAIA football games going on. 2 of them should be starting right about now. They started at, 12 noon. I'm sorry, at 1 o'clock Fort Wayne time. The other one's a later start, so we may not have that one. But as far as the Big Ten, Ohio State leads Rutgers 7-0 in the second quarter. Texas A&M opening up the lead on Samford 28-0 in the second quarter as well. It is still Missouri 3, Oklahoma 0. That's the second quarter score. And Miami leads Virginia Tech at 14-3. We do have stats from the first half. We'll take a look at that and much more right after this from Blue Jackets.
All of us can use some help from time to time. That's why Blue Jacket supports men and women in the Fort Wayne area through employment and training. Also those who may have the cards stacked against them from the homelessness, addiction and disability, a felony, even long-term unemployment. All can be overcome through Blue Jacket intervention. Blue Jacket even hires certain clients at its own enterprises, such as their high-end theft store, cleaning service, staffing service, and highly popular holiday event, Fantasy of Lights. Blue Jacket stands ready to help those in need.
Sunny skies, as we mentioned. Very cool temperatures, though, about 43 degrees. Weatherman said it might reach the mid-40s, 45, 46 degrees. Not much of a factor as far as wind. In fact, right now, the American flag just limp on the flagpole across the way in the southeast corner of the end zone. Okay, let's take a look at some the team stats. Interesting numbers here. You look at Evangel. They ran 48 plays in the first half for a net gain of 200 yards. Meanwhile, St. Francis with 29 plays and 94 yards. So the Valor outgained St. Francis about 2-1 margin, and they ran 19 more plays. As far as penalties, Cougars had 2 for 20 yards in the first half. Evangel was whistled just for 1 penalty for 5 yards. Valor were 4 of 10 on third down chances for 40%. St. Francis was just 1 of 7. Remember, we also mentioned they went 3 and out on 3 possessions in that first half. But just 1 for 7 just on third downs for 14%. Let's take a look at the individual numbers now. Reed Potts, 19 of 27 through the air, 156 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Josh Kolka went out briefly, just 2 of 11 in the first half for 14 yards. Kolka came in averaging over 275 yards a game, number 1 in the Midwest League of the Mid-States Football Association, and had thrown for over 3,000 yards to start this football game, but having trouble getting hooked up with his receivers in that first half. Garrett Yoon came in, and he was 4 for 4 in relief role for 37 yards. And by the way, they say that was Yoon that threw the touchdown to Brennan Stowe. They may correct that. I was pretty sure that Kolka came back in. As far as receiving, Dandridge with 4 catch and 45 yards, that long of 21 yards, ultimately led to the touchdown for St. Francis. McKeachin had 1 catch for 5 yards. I thought he had another bigger one, but they ruled that no catch. Instead, it was going to be an interception, and Brennan Stowe obviously with the 1 catch for 1 yard and the touchdown. As far as the rushing, Garrett Yoon, 1 carry, 1 yard on a broken play. Wallace with 8 carries for 26 yards in the first half. Drew Wheat with 3 carries, 20 yards. Mullen had 1 carry for no yardage, and Kolka on a sack ruled with 1 carry. Eric Williams with 18 attempts in the first half for Evangel, 48 yards. Reed Potts, 3 carries and negative yardage. He was tackled for loss. Let's take a look at some of the defensive numbers. think these are wrong numbers also. They've got Eric Williams with, I think that's Talon Stevens, the defensive back, who is credited with actually 2 tackles in the first half. Leading the way is Eric Spring with 4 tackles for the Valor. And Stevens, by the way, had that interception. Some of the other numbers for the Valor. Kenny Spring had 3 tackles, 1 for loss. They've broken up 3 Cougar passes in the first half, have had 3 quarterback hurries. Some of the St. Francis numbers. Leading the way is Jaden Evans with 6 tackles, a half a tackle for loss. Trying to find Nate Johnson with 4 tackles, 1.5 for loss. Cougars broken up 3 passes of the Valor in the first half, 2 quarterback hurries. Neither team has registered a sack so far today. Elijah Hunter had 3 tackles. In fact, 3 players. A.J. Moore with 3 tackles. Tamara Springfield also with 3 tackles. And 5 for Sammy Ampliotis. 10-7 here at halftime. We wait for the specialists coming out. They're warming up. Waiting for the other team to come out as well. And we'll be back with more of our halftime presentation right after this for Wayne Pipe and Supply.
Fort Wayne has changed a lot over the years, growing bigger and better. One constant thing since 1896, Wayne Pipe and Supply. They've been a leading force contributing to Fort Wayne's growth, supplying pipe, valves, fittings, and plumbing supplies to Fort Wayne's infrastructure. But Wayne Pipe and Supply has also evolved with a staff of over 650 years combined industry knowledge and experience. Wayne Pipe's kitchen and bathroom showroom displays the very latest and most beautiful products available, from shower heads to kitchen faucets. Wayne Pipe and Supply has it all to meet every need. See what your kitchen or bathroom can look like tomorrow. It all can start with a visit today to Wayne Kitchen and Bathworks Showroom, 6040 Innovation Boulevard, or call 260-423-9577 to schedule an appointment.
Joe Parson here. You know, I've been doing sports radio for many years now in Fort Wayne. Public Service Credit Union has been a loyal and treasured sponsor. I've gotten to know their staff and what they offer to the local community. A couple of years ago, I was in the market for a car loan. I decided to call my friends at Public Service Credit Union. Let me tell you, they are great. I got a low rate on my loan, and they made the whole process quick and easy. So if you live or work in Allen or Huntington County and need a loan, call Public Service Credit Union. Tell them Joe sent you. Back at Darcy Stadium, teams now out taking their halftime warm-ups. Winner today advances to the NAIA quarterfinals. How it works, though, is they shuffle the deck again tomorrow afternoon, maybe even into evening as they did last Sunday, before the final rankings and pairings were announced. So even if St. Francis is able to come back and win this football game, the good news is they would advance in the playoffs. The odds are that they would be going on the road somewhere. And probably the same case can be made for Evangel should they continue to hold on in this 10-7 lead right now and go on to win this football game. We do have a couple of other NAIA football scores elsewhere. Reinhardt of Georgia and Southeastern of Florida are tied at 7-7 in the first quarter. William Penn out of Iowa, they lead Texas Wesleyan 14-0. That's a first quarter score. Other update scores, Rutgers has scored. They're on the board with a field goal. Iowa State Buckeyes still lead at 7-3. Texas A&M 28, Samford 0. Oklahoma now has put a touchdown on the board. They lead Missouri 7-3 in the second quarter. And it's Miami 17, Virginia Tech 3. That's in the second quarter. Georgia up early on Charlotte by a score of 14-0. If you're really interested, you want to look down the road to the new NAIA Championship Series. The championship football game would be on December the 20th. You want to make your advance scheduling plans, travel plans. The game will be played at Crawley ISD Stadium. And I was trying to figure out, what does ISD stand for? It is the Crawley Independent School District Stadium of Fort Worth, Texas. 8,000 seats, and it serves as the home for Texas Wesleyan University and also the North Crowley High football team as well. December the 20th, so make your travel plans. But first, Cougars have got to find a way to get the football back and turn this 10-7 deficit around and try to come back and win this football game. Final moments of our first half ticking away, and we'll step out for this word from Parkview Sports Medicine.
For years, top athletes have trusted PSM to push their game further with personalized training, cutting-edge sports medicine, and state-of-the-art facilities. Announcing PSMSports.com, the #1 resource for all things PSM. Access expert-led training programs, competitive local teams and leagues, exclusive events, and on-site sports medicine specialists. Ready to rise above the competition? Learn more at PSMSports.com.
Game One is the premier provider of apparel, uniforms, and equipment, unifying teams and fans in schools, clubs, and organizations. From our partnerships with teams and organizations to our work and dedication to the communities around us, we never stop, striving to help you take on every day, season, and competition with excitement and purpose. Visit game-1.com to learn more about our apparel, equipment, and fan gear offerings. Game One, your first contact for all things game.
Checking a final look at the first half stats. Want to credit also a nice punt return by Bo Braun. 46 yards. That's his long of the year. And that helped set up that late touchdown that Cougars got on the board with just 5 seconds remaining until intermission. Cougars will kick it away and it will be Valor football. They lead at 10-7. Interesting similarities we mentioned. The teams came in identical records, 9-2. Both lost to opponent big time. One of their 2 losses would be one they'd just as soon forget. On September 27th, Valor were defeated by Friends University 51-0. As the Falcons ran for 474 rushing yards against the Valor defense. And then on October the 18th, Cougars went down to Indianapolis to take on Marian University, came away with a 49-0 defeat. And St. Francis ran for just 11 yards in that football game. The rushing yards, by the way, for both teams in that first half were very similar. Evangel had 21 carries for 44 yards. Cougars with just 14 rushes, but 43 yards. Cougars with the kickoff cover team out there. They'll kick away from left to right. Couple of updates real quick. It is Ohio State now up a 14-3 on Rutgers in the second quarter. And Southeastern of Florida has taken the lead over Reinhardt of Georgia 14-7. That's also a second quarter score. 10-7 here. Cougars ready to kick it away from left to right. Drew Ripko back deep. Had an 89-yarder last week in their win over Bethany. De Leon jumping up and down, trying to get loose. No wind to speak of here today at Darcy Stadium. And we are ready to start the final 30 minutes, barring overtime. Left-footed kick, end over end. Ripko lines it up, has it at the... No, he lets it go into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25, moving from right to left. Are the Evangel University Valor. Ampliotis back at safety along with Nick Nondorf. E.J. Hunter on one corner, Greg Holmes the other. Marquise Cross had a big first half. H.A. Moore at the other defensive end. And here we go to start play in quarter number 3. They'll run Williams off tackle and runs into trouble. Got only to the line of scrimmage that time.
Eric Williams on the carry. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think that was Evans again, Jaden Evans. Maybe a gain of about a half a yard. Let's call it 2nd down and 9. Corners come up in press coverage now for St. Francis on 2nd down and long. Here's Potts, read option, does hand the ball off. Gain across the 25 to the 27. Williams got the call again. Nate Johnson credited with the stop. 3rd down and long. Valor trying to get out to their own 35-yard line on this snap. Got to watch those passes in the flats. Play action fake. Here's the rush coming. And Potts just has to fly it away. Threw it away. First time today, I think, that Valor have gone 3 and out. So they'll bring Brossini in to kick it away. Had 3 punts last week in the win over Bethany. Had a long of 40 yards. Bo Braun with a 46-yard punt return. Love to get another one here. Here comes the kick away. Low line drive, far side. That takes a bounce inside the 40. Trickles out of bounds at about the USF 37-yard line. Oh, they mark it at the 39. Not bad at all. Starting position for the Cougars offensively. Moving from left to right. And Josh Kolka is back in there at quarterback. I think we may see a corrected score. They credited Garrett Yoon officially on the score sheet we were given. I think that was Kolka that came back in. And Drew Wheat comes back in as a running back. Excited because he hasn't played for St. Francis after week 4. They'll give the ball to him. No, it's play action fake rolling to the right side. Kolka throws it. It's got a fingertip catch at the 46-yard line by Chris Mullen. Helps when you're 6'4". Had to go up and handle that one. But St. Francis now operates into Valor territory at the 46. Moving from left to right. Dandridge has played well today. He's the lone wide. Split wide to the near side. They'll run the ball. There's Wee looking for running room. Carries it down inside the 43 to about the 42-yard line. That'll be gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. George Bidet at center. Colin Butler starting at 1 guard along with Braylon Maddox. Bronson Coy and Caden Long are the tackles. Play action fake. Here's Drew Wheat. Works his way off of 1 tackle down to about the inside the 41. 3rd down call coming up. Got to get to the 36-yard line of the Valor. Wallace comes back in now. Wheat checks out of the ball game. But Wallace set wide to the left. Officials speaking to Josh Kolka briefly. Play clock at 20. Empty backfield now for Josh Kolka. 3 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Needing about 5. Kolka looking. Throws in the slots. Got to catch Mullen for the first down. Spun around, got to the 31. Holds on to the football. 1st and 10. Kenny Spring on the tackle. And they'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for USF. Didn't see a lot of that in the first half, especially in the first quarter. 3 and outs. Kolk again looking, stretch handoff, gives to Wheats, who's back in there. Has running room inside the 25 and busts his way down to the 21. St. Francis starting to put things together offensively. Another first down for the Silver and Blue. They'll work now from the 21-yard line. Working from the left side hash mark. Play action fake. Kolka rolling to his right. Looking, he's got a man open. Throws short. He's got a catch at the 21. Josh will tell you he probably waited way too long that time. Got the ball into the hands of Aiden Dennis. So that's good for only about a gain of 1 yard. And when you're a quarterback, you're looking for much more. You're looking for the home run play. Valor dropped 4 back into coverage. 3 linebackers dropped back deep as well. 2nd down and 9. Clock inside 11 minutes, time remaining, quarter number 3. Kolka wants to throw. Looking, throws a home run ball up. Got a man out there, over the shoulder, catch it. Is it good for a touch? No, out of bounds. Crosley McKeachin, I think, caught the ball, but did not get a foot in bounds. Third down and 9. Obviously 4 down yardage. Cougars are in the red zone right now if they need it. Try to get down to the 11-yard line on this snap. Dedridge alone wide to the right. Play clock at 10. Kolka drops the throw, looks right side, and that one in and out of the hands. Double coverage, looking for Dandridge. And now it's 4th down. Field goal would tie the game. Decision for Adam Sherman and company. Cougars are just 2 of 6 this year on field goals, but that one of those 2 was good for 41 yards. They will attempt the field goal. Spotted at the 27. It'll be a 37-yard attempt from the right side hash mark. To tie the game, De Leon from 37 yards out. Waits for the snap. Left-footed kick is on the way. High enough, long enough, and it is good. New game here at Darcy Stadium. 37-yard field goal, 10-10 tie, and we'll be back after this for K&K Insurance.
K&K Insurance was born out of a passion for motorsports almost half a century ago. As a motorsport participant, also came recognition of the need to establish K&K Insurance. K&K got its start providing coverage for race car drivers, teams, and racing facilities, and soon became recognized as the leading provider of insurance products for the motorsports industry. But K&K didn't stop at motorsports. Today, continuing that same entrepreneurial spirit and commitment from amateur sports to professional teams and leagues, from fitness facilities to sports stadiums, K&K insures fun. But fun can also present risks. That's where K&K comes in with its package of innovative insurance coverage, ensuring these many activities and events can continue to take place. K&K Insurance.
New game at Darcy Stadium, 10-10 tie. Silver and Blue started very slowly today. Valor came in and they were taking care of business early on. Scored the first 10 points of the ball game. St. Francis has come back and scored the last 10. De Leon with the kick, end over end. Ripko gathers in at the 6, works to the 15-20, tripped up across the 25. So now it will be Reed Potts who went 3 and out the first possession to start the second half. Valor will have it at their own 29-yard line, moving from right to left. Reed Potts has gone all the way today at quarterback. Can say the same about Eric Williams, the 235-pound running back. Offset to the right side. Potts looking to Williams, starts right, got to the 30, still pushing, maybe a couple of yards up to the 32. And gains 4, 2nd down and 6. 2 wide to the right side. Potts barking out the signals, gives it to Williams again. Got to the 35, short of the first down with the carry. To the 36 is well where they will mark it. It'll be 3rd down and 3, a short 3 coming up, trying to get out to their own 39. Big play early in this second half for both teams. Potts has got 3 wide to the right, the short side of the field. Now his motion right to left behind the line of scrimmage. They'll reverse again. Here's a quick throw to the flats, and they got an easy catch to the 43 for the first down. That's their bread and butter play, and Brady Allen on the catch. By and large, they do not try to beat you deep. First and 10. 6'3", Reed Potts. Got motion again, right to left. Ripko with motion man, counter run. There is Williams. Just plows ahead up across the 45 up to the 47-yard line. In fact, they'll mark it nose of football just inside the Valor 48. That's a gain of 5. They've not marked the ball ready for play. Now it does run the play clock at 21. A lot of time for the Valor to come up with a play, although Potts ready to take the snap. Has got motion again near side. Looks short drop, pump fake. Throws near side. This one is going nowhere. Got to be honest, I lost sight of the ball. I thought he on the pump fake. That's going to be a loss of 1. Maybe that's why I didn't pick it up. It'll be 3rd down and 9. Again, the Valor trying to reach the 47, this time of St. Francis. Shamar Smith is in, defensive right side. Marquise Cross stays in there. And did he come across? No harm, no foul. Play clock at 15. Potts might be changing the play call at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Play action fake. Running room near side. Spun around. Potts runs out of bounds. Only gained about 2 yards to the 45. It'll be 4th down and long. 4th and about 8. And a decision time for Evangel. Looks like they're going to run a play. They've got to get to the St. Francis 47 on this snap. 4th and long. Crowd will come alive here at Darcy Stadium. Clamoring for some defense. They flip-flop Williams offset to the left, to the near side. Now, and Potts may punt, and he will punt. High, wobbly ball. That one, nobody near it. Takes a bit of a Valor roll inside the 20 to the 15 and dies at the 14. So, St. Francis in a 10-10 tie here at home. With still 6:47 remaining, quarter number 3, will take over the football. Moving from left to right, starting 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Other scores in the NAIA, William Penn still in the lead, but Texas Wesleyan has come up with a field goal, 14-3 in that ball game. Southeastern now stretches out the lead over Reinhardt, 21-7. Both those scores in the second quarter. 1st and 10. 2 wide, either side, spread offense for St. Francis. Now Coca out of the pistol. They're playing off. They'll run the ball. Not much there. Wallace is going to lose a yard. 2nd down and 11. Adam Smith checks in. Brennan Stowe checks out. He caught the touchdown with 5 seconds to go in the second quarter for St. Francis. Again, the Valor dropping 4 back. Corners and safeties playing well off about 15 yards off the play. Blitz coming defensive right side. Here's a quick screen coming near side, but the catch is made, but that's only up to about the 17. Positive gain, but minimal. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7. St. Francis trying to get out to their own 24 on this snap. In some respects, it kind of reminds you of a flex defense. Now they have 5 deep back in coverage. Kolka to throw again. Looking. Can't find anything. Flush to his left. Throws over the middle. He's got Dandridge. Goes down on his knees. Did he hold on? He did not. Valor thought they intercepted that football, but they ruled it hit the ground. And it'll be 3 and out for St. Francis. So after all the encouragement and highlights late in the first half, St. Francis has to punt the ball away. Ripko, a dangerous punt returner, comes back and he'll wait at his own 45. Noah McPeak into punt, waits for the snap inside the 5 at about the 3. Now they show blitz defensive right side. Pressure coming. Kick is away. High wobbly ball. Running up to it, Ripko makes the catch and runs with it. And down to the 45 of St. Francis, maybe another yard. Very good field position now for the Valor. 5:21 remains, quarter number 3. We're at a 10-10 tie here at Darcy Stadium. Oklahoma has extended the lead now over Missouri at 14-3. Miami 20, Virginia Tech 3. That's a halftime score. And Georgia leads Charlotte 21-0. Reed Potts gone all the way today at quarterback. The 6'3 senior has got motion right to left. Hands the ball to Williams. Williams looking and grabbed and no gain. Jaden Evans slowed him up.
Eric Williams on the play by Marjorie Taylor.
And Ladre Harris also in on the stop. 2nd down and 10. From the USF 43-yard line. Potts with a snap again. Gives to Williams. Williams bowls his way inside the 40. Got to the 38. They're going to give him a good spot to the 37. Will bring up 3rd down. They'll spot that ball at the 38. 3rd down and a long 4. Brock Lyle in wide to the right side. He'll be joined by Jeremiah Barnes. Valor trying to reach the Cougar 33 on this snap. Potts looks to Williams again and won't get there. Stacked up, still trying to drive. They mark the play down inside the 37. Will bring up 4th down, still 4. Now we've got a Cougar down on bended knee. That'll take a timeout, an injury timeout, 3:53 remaining, quarter number 3. Still 10-10 tie. And we'll be back after this for Parkview Sports Medicine.
Injury strikes. Turn to Parkview Ortho Express. Specializing in orthopedic care for all injuries, we provide high-quality urgent care for sprains, breaks, tears, joint pain, and more. With 2 convenient locations in Fort Wayne and Huntington, we offer quick and reliable orthopedic services Monday through Friday. No referrals or appointments needed. Call 260-266-4007 or visit parkview.com for details. Parkview Ortho Express. Expert care when you need it most.
At Peter Franklin Jewelers, we know a diamond can symbolize many things to you. Love, commitment, beauty, all of the special moments in life. And no 2 diamonds are alike. That's why we hand select every diamond for you as a family-owned and operated business. For over 35 years, we treat every customer like family and believe that our dedication to quality is what sets us apart. When the moment matters, it's Peter Franklin.
Injured Cougar being helped off the field. They're going to take him right to the locker room. I think that's Dylan Krell. Now it's 4th down and long. Offense still in there for the Valor. They got to get to the 33-yard line of St. Francis. Watch the short passes. Now Potts drops. Will he punt? He will punt. Looking for the right corner. And hits high inside the 5 and down inside the 2. They are well-schooled, well-coached. Kickoff coverage team down there in a hurry. And St. Francis, the good news, it's still 10-10. The bad news, they get the football. That's that Not bad, but they start from their own 2-yard line. Moving from left to right, 98 yards away from trying to break this 10-10 tie with still 3:30 remaining in quarter number 3. Tough place. You don't want to make a mistake. Cougars tightening up. Under center is Kulka. Looks to hand the ball off. And sliding off to the left side, that's Wallace, who crossed the 5. Maybe got it out to the 6 or the 7. Officially, maybe a gain of, it's going to be close to 5 yards. Tough defense to run against. Veller came in giving up only 116 yards a game. There's a ball that's going to be off the end line. That'll be a safety, a bad snap. That will make it 12-10.
Pulling on the field, ball went out the back of the end zone. Result of the play is a safety. Free kick from the 20-yard line.
It's a little thing sometimes that can bite you. So we have a timeout. Time of the score, 2:57. We'll take a timeout. That'll make it 12-10. Valor, and St. Francis got a kick away from left to right from the 20 when we get back after this from Momper Insulation.
Everyone knows that winter is coming, and when it does come, it's the wind and cold air that really chill your home. Momper Insulation can keep the cold out by sealing the leakage points and filling empty sidewalls, even through masonry or siding, without unsightly holes or blemishes. They're also experts at insulating crawl spaces, attics, and any place the cold could get in and ruin your winter. Let Momper seal your house, saving you 30 to 50% off your heating bill. Call today for a free energy audit before it's too late. Momper Insulation.
Well, you're hoping not to make a mistake, and the Cougars did. Ball got away and went over the end line and ruled a 2-point safety. You have a choice as the kicking team, either to place kick it from the 20 or free kick it out of your hand. Kick returners are going to set up inside the 25. McPeak can run up to it and kick from the 20. And he will do exactly that. 12-10, Valor on top and in. Comes the kick, end over end. That'll take a bounce and fielded at the 35 of the Valor. Ripko trying to work to his right side, can't go anywhere. Brendan Balka was there. Had help, though. There were 3 or 4 silver and blue players there, but it will nonetheless be very good field position for Reed Potts and company now. Was late in this third quarter, under 3 minutes remaining, and now Evangel leads at 12-10. They'll have it at their own 45-yard line. Michael Fuller's checked in at defensive tackle. Shamar Smith out there defensive end. And here we go, 1st and 10. Pistol alignment for Reed Potts. Motion right to left. A lot of misdirection. Here's the throw in the flats and nothing doing. Lost back at the 40-yard line. Pass is complete. Jaden Evans was there. Smelled that one out. So they complete the pass for a loss of about 5 yards. Back at the 41 is where they mark it. 2nd down and 14. Inside of 2.5 minutes time remaining. Brock Lau comes up in the slot to the near side. 2 wide to the near side. Potts out of the shotgun. Hard count, short drop, pump fake. Throws the home run ball. Has got Lyle downfield, but too far that time. Lyle had a step. The 5'11 junior. Started the game leading him with 49 catches on the year for 728 receiving yards and 5 touchdown catches. 3rd down and 15. Trying to get to the USF 45. Game is suddenly materialized into a defensive effort. Crowd alive again here at Darcy Stadium as Potts sparks out the signals. Pump fake, dropping the throw, screens the ball, deflected away, nearly intercepted, and Ziza, I believe, got a hand on it. And it'll be 4th down and long. Stops the clock with 2:03 remaining, quarter number 3. And the punt team will come on. Colton Rossini. I think that's Bo Braun again back shading his eyes from the sun at the 25. Kick is away, end over end. Braun's going to let that one go and hits out of bounds. Now will they line it up? Back outside the 20 to the 26. Well, it's better starting position than the Cougars had last time when they started at the 2 and then suffer the safety. Down 2, Silver and Blue come out offensively now to move from left to right. As Uriah Wallace checks in as the running back. Crosley McKeechin in up in the slot to the near side, part of a trips package out here. Valor drop 4 back deep again. They like to see what they need to do. Here's Wallace looking for running room, finds it across the 30, got to the 31, maybe another yard to the 32. That's a pickup of about 6, 2nd down and 4. Tandem receivers now either side of the ball for USF on 2nd down and 5. Kolka looking, play action fake, looking, rolls to the right, got to hurry, pressure's coming, got rid of the football, and a sliding attempt for a catch near side. How are they going to? McKeechin pleading a case as I came up with that ball. They rule it no catch. Crossley's had a tough day. Had a ball earlier in the ball game I thought that he caught. They ruled it an interception. Then he was looking for pass interference. None of his prayers answered. Now it's 3rd down and 5. 3rd down and let's call it a long 4. Trying to get out to their own 36. St. Francis works from the left side hash mark. Kolka directing traffic. Looks left, looks right, takes the snap. Looks the throw, throws nice catch at the 40-yard line and out of bounds. They're just short of the 40, but enough yardage for the 1st down. They'll mark it, knows the football just inside the St. Francis 39. Clock approaching 1 minute, time remaining here in quarter number 3. St. Francis with the ball, down 2 at home. They'll look to Drew Wheat. Wheat runs into trouble and can't get away. He'll lose yardage. Back to about the 37-yard line. 2nd down and 12, let's call it. Still 43 seconds on the clock. Wheat stays in. 3 wide to the right for St. Francis. Trying to get to the 49. Got a couple of plays to work with. Wheat offset to the right side of Josh Kolka. Kolka looks, play action fake, wants to throw, looking, rolling to the right side, buying time. Throws one up for grabs and incomplete. Put that in a place where only Dandridge was going to have a chance. Takes the clock down to 18 seconds and brings up 3rd down and long. Cougars try to get to at least their 49-yard line. Talked about the run defense by the Valor. As far as pass defense, they're giving up 175 yards a game. Grudgingly. 3rd down and long. Kolka trying to make a play. Rush is coming. In trouble. Flush to his right. Rolling, looking. Throws one up for grabs in the middle, and that one deflected and caught. St. Francis at the 33. Crosley McKeechin, his prayer finally answered. Dandridge went down a little slow getting up, and now is our penalty flag. There is back at the 24. Are you kidding me? Deflected ball caught by McKeechin. Coming back. Holding.
Number 77. 10 yards, previous block.
Brad Bunning makes the call, so that takes away the spectacular play. Now with the ball back at the 27, still trying to get to the 49. Makes it a little tougher. Colin McPeak has been quiet today. He's the lone wide to the left. 4 back for the Valor, all at the 40-yard line. Motion their side, and now that was, I think, procedure call against St. Francis. That's going to cost them 5 more? No penalty. Third quarter ends. 12-10. Evangel by Deuce. We'll be back with quarter number 4 right after this, coming up for K&K Insurance.
K&K Insurance was born out of a passion for motorsports almost half a century ago. As a motorsport participant, also came recognition of the need to establish K&K Insurance. K&K got its start providing coverage for race car drivers, teams, and racing facilities, and soon became recognized as the leading provider of insurance products for the motorsports industry. But K&K didn't stop at motorsports. Today, continuing that same entrepreneurial spirit and commitment from amateur sports to professional teams and leagues, from fitness facilities to sports stadiums, K&K insures fun. But fun can also present risks. That's where K&K comes in with its package of innovative insurance coverage, ensuring these many activities and events can continue to take place. K&K Insurance.
Still 15 minutes remaining in regulation. Cougars, though, with 4th down coming up. They'll have the ball back at their own 27, moving now from right to left. Trying to get to their own 49. Spread offense now for the Silver Blue, 2 wide either side. Kolka sets up out of the shotgun formation. Here's a roll to the right side by Kolka. Looking. Running out of time, dumps it off. He's got to catch at the 20, 25, and 2 at the 39-yard line. Will bring up 4th down and about 11. Don't think Adam Sherman would be tempted this early in the quarter to go for it. I think they'll bring the punt team on. That they do. It's Colin McPeak, or Noah McPeak checks in. And now Drew Ripko's got to deal with the sun. And he shields his eyes at his own 25-yard line. McPeak got a good delivery. Kick is away. Wobbly ball. Lets it bounce. Backs away inside the 20. Down to the 15, to the 14, still rolling. And right around the 13-yard line is where the Valor go to work offensively from left to right. Leading it by 2. 12-10 ball game. Let's take a look at other scores elsewhere. Now it's William Penn leading over Texas Wesleyan 21-3 the second quarter. Ryan has scored, but still trailing Southeastern of Florida 21-10. Also in the second quarter. Georgia shutting out Charlotte 28-0 in the first half. Miami leads at the half over Virginia Tech 20-3. Oklahoma 14, Missouri 6. Buckeyes on top of Rutgers 14-3 at the half. Reed Potts, shotgun formation for the Valor. Pitches the ball left side. Williams looking for a block, didn't get much. Maybe a yard gain. Anybody's football game yet at this point. Tenuous 2-point lead for Evangel. Shotgun formation again. Reed Potts. Reed option gives to Williams. Fast running room up the middle. Worked off the right tackle. Crossed the 20 to the 25, and they'll move the chains to the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. That one hurt. St. Francis done a pretty good job of keying on him and denying him big yardage. 1st and 10. Potts claps his hands again. There was movement at the line of scrimmage, play action fake. Here's a throwaway near side. And there's going to be a personal foul on Springfield. Ball was not catchable. Springfield put the boom on one of the would-be receivers. Let's see if they pick up the flag. Adam Sherman not happy about that call, talking to the near side official. Guessing Adams telling him he doesn't know if that ball's not catchable. Guy's going up with his hands to make the catch. I don't think he'll win that argument, but... And let's see if we do have finally a ruling. Still a discussion. That's what drives fans crazy. Throw a flag and then it takes 10 minutes to decide what they're going to do. Everybody, officials, all kind of looking at one another. Still no indication. Oh, they call it offside. Personal foul, dead ball foul against St. Francis. Compounds it. 20 yards. That'll take the ball all the way up across the 45 to the 46-yard line. A big, big break for Evangel. 1st and 10, moving from left to right. Still over 13 minutes remains. But St. Francis got to find a stop. Down 2 here at home. Lyle comes in the lone wide near side. A.J. Hunter's got the coverage on him. Brady Allen sets up motion right to left. And wants to throw. Pressure coming. Throwaway ball that time. Springfield had the coverage. Down Marquise Cross was coming, but couldn't catch up with the speedy Reed Potts. Stop the clock with 12:55 remaining. Still 2nd down and 10 from the Valor 46-yard line. Brock Lyle ended up all the way from the right side all the way to the left sidelines. Now 2 wide to the right for Potts. Quick screen coming near side. That's a tough ball to handle, and that's going to be a no gain. Nondorf came up. E.J. Hunter was there. Catch was made by Jeremiah Barnes, but a loss of a yard brings up 3rd and 11. And now that all-important 3rd down call coming up. Valor trying to reach the 44 of St. Francis. 3rd down and 11. That worked from the right side hash mark. Cougar crowd alive. Shotgun formation, Potts again. Trying to come with a hard count. Has the snap. Rolls to the left side. Looking in the flats. Throws short. And a dive for it, but out of bounds. So bring up 4th down. 4th and 11. Potts twice today has indicated they would run a play and then punt it out of the formation. Let's see if they do that again. Going to keep Potts in there. This time lines up. Well, no, he backs up now. Now we're going to have, what, a timeout called? Timeout called by Evangel. 12-10 is our score. 12-12 remains in regulation. We'll be back after this for Parkview Sports Medicine.
For years, top athletes have trusted PSM to push their game further with personalized training, cutting-edge sports medicine, and state-of-the-art facilities. Announcing PSMSports.com. the #1 resource for all things PSM. Access expert-led training programs, competitive local teams and leagues, exclusive events, and on-site sports medicine specialists. Ready to rise above the competition? Learn more at psmsports.com.
4th down and 11. They're going to bring in the punter, Rossini. He'll wait at the 31-yard line. Bo Braun doesn't have to shield his eyes this time. He waits at the Cougar 15. Had a 46-yard punt return early today. Here comes the punt away. Nice spiral ball near side. Braun has got it at the 15. Steps out of bounds short of the 20. And it'll be 1st and 10 for USF. Little sideline warning for the media crew down here. This crew is Brad Bunningsbrook. Bunningsbrook feeling their oats today. Here comes the Cougar offense onto the field now. 1st and 10 at the 18. Moving from right to left. Cougar Brain Trust, though, has had a tough time solving this deep secondary of Evangel, dropping 4 back in coverage. Play action fake. Kulka looking and wrapped up. He's going to be sacked back inside the 15. That was Van Gilder that came through there. 2nd down and longer. 2nd about 16. Still trying to get out to your own 28-yard line. Crowd grows quiet now. Adam Smith, part of a tandem 2-set either side of the line of scrimmage. Here's Kulka barking out the signals. Short drop, looks to throw. Looking, throws near side, and that one is intercepted. Oh, incomplete. Boy, that was right into the hands. One of the defenders for that was Cullen Snow. Had an interception last week. Now 3rd down and long. Now they drop 5 back into coverage. Play clock at 14. Josh Kulka trying to come up with some solution. Has the snap, looks, drops the throw, pump fake. Looking, throws long. He's got a man down there. That's, just out the outstretched hands of Colin McPeak, laid out for it, couldn't find it at the USF 40. That close. And Noah McPeak has got to come in to punt the ball away with 11 minutes, 12 seconds remaining. He'll wait for the snap a yard deep in the Cougar end zone. Ripko at midfield for the Valor. Here's the snap. Kick is away. Ripko fields it, and I didn't see him call fair catch, but made no move to run, so he's got it at the USF 43. Very good field position once again for the Evangel University Valor, trying to win their 7th game in a row and advance to the NAIA quarterfinals next Saturday. Georgia at the half now leads Charlotte 28-3. Miami over Virginia Tech in the 3rd quarter, 20-9. Here it's 12-10. Evangel with a 2-point lead on the safety. Cougar show blitz defensive left side. Here's Williams looking for running room. Takes the pile down to the 41 of St. Francis, or close to it. Clock is their ally. Valor with 2 timeouts remaining. St. Francis all 3 of theirs. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Potts out of the gun again. Has the snap. Short drop. Looks left side. Got a catch. Cougars were playing off, and they can't bring the receiver down, and he spins for the first down. That was Jeremiah Barnes, goes 6'2", 205. 1st and 10. That one hurts. Spotted at the USF 33-yard line. Beller worked from the left side hash mark. 2 wide to the right. Now motion back right to left. Here's a quick throw. A tip ball. Is that going to be intercepted? No, they say ruled hit. We cannot buy a call today. Nondorf spun to the ground, but they say 2 officials were there. You got to go with what they say. But again, not getting any kind of breaks today. Second down and 10. Beller trying to reach inside the Cougar 24. 2 downs to work with. Second down and long. Williams running off tackle left side and bumped out of bounds inside the 30. Maybe around the 29. It'll bring up a 3rd down call. 3rd down and 6. They're at the red zone, so they might be tempted to go for it if they come up short on 4th down. 2 wide to the right. Cougars with 2 safeties back, waiting at around the 20-yard line. Misdirection, Williams runs. No, it's a run to the right side. Here's a pass into the flats, and that's actually thrown out of bounds. Potts did not want to take the sack. And 4th down coming up. Will they try a field goal? Boise is perfect on the season, 7 for 7. But as long as only a 30-yarder. This would be about a 45-yard attempt. They're going to run a play. Trying to reach the Cougars' 24-yard line. Crowd aware of that, they come alive. 2 wide to the right again, 1 wide to the left. Potts with a snap, play action fake. Looking, loads up, throws over the middle. Tip ball in the air, incomplete. And a 4th down stop will give St. Francis the football back with 9:16 remaining. Second 4th down stop of the game by St. Francis. But can you do anything with it? Should be St. Francis ball, 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. .71 yards away from taking the lead back. And 9:16 on the clock. Motion near side. Kolka takes the ball, dropping the throw, being pressured, and nearly threw it right into the hands of an opponent. That was Jaden Lewis with a gift, but he couldn't secure the ball. 2nd down and 10. It has been an uphill struggle today for the Silver and Blue here at home. Second down and 10. Colin McPeak resets, repositions near side. They'll run the ball, and not much there. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Now it becomes 3rd down. Adam Smith brings the play call in. Cougars trying to reach their own 39. 8:50 remaining, the clock moving. Cougars down by 2 here at home. Wallace stays in as the running back. Kolka with the snap. Short drop again. Throws quickly to the right side. He's got a catch at the 41-yard line. In fact, they may give him another yard. No, they set it down at the 41. They'll move the chains. Still alive. Clock inside of 8.5 minutes, time remaining. A field goal would give St. Francis the lead. Kolka has 2 wide to his left, 1 wide to the right. Looks, wants to throw again. Pressure's coming. This one wrapped up. He's going to be sacked. Throws the ball away. They may call that grounding. And Kolka is knocked to the ground. Don't see a penalty flag. They may rule that just incomplete pass. Yeah, they set it back at the 41. It'll be 2nd down and 10. That's probably the first break we've got today. Wallace offset to the left side. Cougars need 10, trying to get across midfield to the 49. Wallace trying to run to his right and gave ground, and they sack him. Tough defense to run against. That's a loss of about 6 yards, and 3rd down and even longer. Ball back inside it's at the 35-yard line. Trying to get to the 49 of the Valor on this snap. Dandridge alone wide to the right. He's been one of the bright spots today. Few bright spots for St. Francis. 3 wide to the left. Kolka being pursued again, rolls to the right side. Looking, throws on the run, and this one is a sliding catch inside the 35 at the 33. McEachin comes up with a play. Tell you what, credit Josh Kolka. He threw to his spot, and there sliding in to receive the football was Crosley McEachin. Now, clock's inside 7.5 minutes, but the Cougars have got it at 1st and 10 at the 34 of Evangel. Working from the right side hash mark. They'll run the football. Drew Wheat off to the tackle. Inside. He's in the second level. Got down to the 20-yard line. I was kidding Adam Sherman during the week when he talked about Drew Wheat coming back with Azariah Wallace, thunder and lightning. And Wheat gives you the lightning. Wallace, the thunder. Run again. Off tackle left side to the 15. Suddenly, the Cougars making life offensively, moving the ball. And they'll have a 1st down. No, 2nd down and 6. Pickup of just about 5. Let's call it 2nd down and a short 6. Keep an eye on that clock. Inside of 6.5 minutes time remaining. McEachin up on the slot to the right side. Dandridge wide of him. Colin McPeak wide left. Here's the give again. Wheat looking for running room. Slips a tackle. Works his way down to the 10. That's a gain of, it leaves them a short a yard. 3rd down and a yard. Wheat checks out of there. Wallace comes back in. Needing a yard. They come up and pinch to the outside defensively. Play clock is down 20. And the Cougars, let's see if they're going to take a timeout. Or is there a penalty? Line judge came over from the near side. Procedure, false start against St. Francis. Adam Sherman cannot believe it. I saw no movement. And boy, McEachin just slaps the ground with his hands. What are we doing wrong? Clock runs. Approaching 5.5 minutes time remaining. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Dandridge alone wide to the right. They've got single coverage on him. They're playing off about 10 yards. Let's see what Josh Kolka comes up with now. Off tackle run left side to the 15, down inside the 10 to about the 6. That should be good for a 1st down. It is. Move the chains, and 1st and goal for the Silver and Blue. Wheat comes back into the ball game. Malachi Jackson checks in. Wallace with that run. Seems to be some confusion on the field now. Malachi Jackson runs off. Tight formation as Kolka gives the ball to Wheat. Wheat got back to the line of scrimmage, down to about the 7 perhaps. Now they're going to mark him down back at the 9, say that's where the knee hit. 4:37 remains. Field goal would give St. Francis the lead. A touchdown I'll ask Cougar fans, they would prefer that. Forcing Evangel into needing to get a touchdown. By the way, looking ahead, the Valor have 2 timeouts remaining. St. Francis still has all 3 of theirs. 2nd down and goal. Weed again, trying to squirt 3, can't. Got only maybe another yard. 3rd down and goal. Wallace will check back in. Drew Weed checks out of there. .228 coming through, right on time. Big play right here. Play clock running inside of 19. Cougars standing around now. Got the play call wagged in. Dandridge, the lone wide to the right. 2 wide to the left. Here's a run off tackle left side. Second effort inside and down close to the 2, maybe the 1. Now you've got to make a decision, and they're going to no decision. They're going to bring in the field goal team with 3:12 remaining, and the clock is still running. This will be a 20-yard field goal attempt. Bodie Dickerson, the holder. 20 yards and the lead if De Leon can connect. Waiting for the snap. Kick is on the way. Looks good. Is good. Time of the score, 2:44. And St. Francis has got the lead. The question is, can they keep it? We're coming back after this for Peter Franklin Jewelers.
At Peter Franklin Jewelers, we know a diamond can symbolize many things to you. Love, commitment, beauty, all of the special moments in life. And no 2 diamonds are alike. That's why we hand select every diamond for you as a family-owned and operated business. For over 35 years, we treat every customer like family and believe that our dedication to quality is what sets us apart. When the moment matters, it's Peter Franklin.
Joe Parson here. You know, I've been doing sports radio for many years now in Fort Wayne. Public Service Credit Union has been a loyal and treasured sponsor. I've gotten to know their staff and what they offer to the local community. A couple of years ago, I was in the market for a car loan. I decided to call my friends at Public Service Credit Union. Let me tell you, they are great. I got a low rate on my loan, and they made the whole process quick and easy. So if you live or work in Allen or Huntington County and need a loan, call Public Service Credit Union. Tell them Joe sent you. Joe Parson back at Darcy Stadium. Hold on to your soft drink, folks. Here we go. The final 2:44. It is a 1-point tenuous lead for St. Francis here at home. First time they've led today. They've tied at 10-10. Trailed at 12-10 on the safety. And now on the 20-yard field goal by Austin De Leon, lead it for the first time today by 1. Kick returners not expecting a deep kick. They wait at the 10. Let's see what De Leon comes up with. Bangs the ball high end over end. This one going back into the end zone. Ripko just let that one sail over his head. It'll come out to the 25, 1st and 10. Well, Chuck Heppelat, the head coach of the Valor, what will he come up with now in his 11th year? Crowd will come alive, clamoring for some defense by the Silver and Blue here at home at Darcy Stadium. Can they comply? And now the situation reversed, where a field goal by the Valor would win the game, potentially. And they have not missed a field goal all year. 7 for 7. Quick screen comes near side. Catch is made. That was Jeremiah Barnes on the reception at the 29. High possession pass completion. Good for 4 yards. 2nd down and 6. Clock running inside 2.5 minutes time remaining. Now the Cougars come up in press coverage. Potts with the snap, hands the ball off. Williams off tackle. and rolls up across the 33. They may see the knee hit. It'll be third down and a couple. Ball is back around the 38. Potts again wants to throw, and let's see. Whistles blew. Did St. Francis call a timeout? They had 3 remaining. And we will wait. 2-minute timeout. 13-12, St. Francis by 1. Will it stand up? We'll find out. Coming back after this for Momper Insulation.
Everyone knows that winter is coming, and when it does come, it's the wind and cold air that really chill your home. Momper Insulation can keep the cold out by sealing the leakage points and filling empty sidewalls, even through masonry or siding, without unsightly holes or blemishes. They're also experts at insulating crawl spaces, attics, and any place the cold could get in and ruin your winter. Let Momper seal your house, saving you 30 to 50% off your heating bill. Call today for a free energy audit before it's too late. Momper Insulation.
Here it's 13-12, St. Francis by 1, trying to hold on by the skin of their teeth. Let's check NAIA scores elsewhere. Southeastern leads over Reinhardt 21-10 in the third quarter. William Penn 21 and Texas Wesleyan 3. That's also a third quarter score. Ohio State now has opened up by 21-3 lead on Rutgers in the third quarter. Oklahoma 17, Missouri 6, also in the third quarter. And Georgia 28, Charlotte 3, third quarter score. Alabama 14-0 leaders over Eastern Illinois. Third down and short. Third and a couple for the Valor. Trying to reach their own 35-yard line. 2 safeties back for St. Francis. 2 wide to the right for the Valor. Potts barking out the signals. Now changes the play call. We're down inside of 14. Here's the snap. Potts looking, throws, and this one incomplete, knocked down at the line of scrimmage, and it's 4th down and 2. Shamar Smith came up with a football, just handed it back to the referee. May boil down to this snap. Got to get to the 35. St. Francis trying to stop him. Potts again looking to throw. Looking quickly, throws left side, easy catch. Oh, did he? I don't know that he got it. Oh, boy, they don't even measure. Wow, it was right at the 35. New set of downs for the Valor to work with. 1:46, the clock is moving. Potts claps his hands, drops the throw, looking, throws left side. Got a man downfield, and this one is incomplete. Good coverage down there on the far side by E.J. Hunter. Brock Lyle was the intended receiver. I'm sorry, I said E.J. Hunter. That was actually Greg Holmes had the coverage assignment. Clock stopped with 97 seconds remaining. Second down and 10. 3 wide to the right. Potts with a snap again. Looks quickly. Steps up in the pocket. Rolling right side. Throws one up for grabs. That one is caught here on the near sideline at about at 45-yard line. Tell you that's Brady Allen. That's a great catch. And they're getting closer and closer to field goal range. The long on the year for Boise is 30 yards. But he's never missed this season. Barnes now. They'll reposition him wide left. He'll be joined by Brock Lyle. That's the wide side of the field, part of a trips pack. Looks from here that they're offside lined up. Pops the throw again. Steps up looking. Flush to his left. Nate has got him for a sack. Big Nate Johnson spins around. Reed Potts, big play. That's a loss back around the 36-yard line. And now Evangel will take one of their 2 timeouts remaining. Clock with 1:20 to play. And we'll step out. Still St. Francis by 1 here at home. And we'll be back after this for Current Mechanical.
When it's 90-plus degrees and your air conditioning isn't conditioning anything, or you find your hot water heater has sprung a leak and is only spilling onto the floor, who do you call? Someone with only self-taught training, because skilled labor doesn't exactly grow on trees. Consider Current Mechanical, for example. Robert Current founded the company back in 1978 after graduating in 1970 as a plumbing apprentice from local union 166. Company president Tom Current and service manager Tim Current also graduated from local 166 apprentice programs. In fact, Current Mechanical at this very time employs 12 apprentices, a mix of plumbers, HVAC technicians, fitters, and welding apprentices, as well as 51 journeymen foremen. Why is that important to know? Because as Fort Wayne's infrastructure continues to grow and evolve, so will the need for skilled labor technicians. Current Mechanical traces its roots, its very skills, back to local 166. Maybe an apprentice training program is right for you. Need a new career? Need a good life? Contact Current Mechanical or the JATC Local 166. A skilled labor career may be just the right fit.
2nd down and 18 after that sack by Big Nate Johnson. Potts drops, rolls right side, looking to throw. Pumps, throws it downfield. This one up for grabs and caught it. Boy, that was Drew Ripko. Pushed off, and now they're within yardage to kick a winning field goal with 1:14 remaining. Cougars kind of gave up on the play. I thought it was a throwaway by Potts, but Drew Ripko did not. Now it's 1st and 10 at the St. Francis 24-yard line. Potts barking out the signals. Wants to throw again, looks near side and has a catch at the 22. They're just milking you to death. Little Ladre Harris had the coverage near side. Brady Allen, little possession, run into the flats, little pitch and catch. Gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Clock stopped when he went out of bounds. 1:09 remains. Second down. Potts again. Hands to Williams. Williams tripped up. Fights his way to the 15. Getting closer and closer. 3rd down coming up. 3rd down. Well, they say the knee hit back around the 16. Under a minute remains in regulation. Brock Lyle now, the lone wide to the right side. Well, they run Williams again. Trying to position it in the middle of the field. Game clock down to 43 seconds. Still 20 on the play clock. Potts looking over to the sidelines. They may change the play call. Down to 12. Game clock at 31. Potts again gives to Williams. Running room as he bowls his way down close to the 10-yard line. Still taking the pile down inside the 10. They blow the whistle at the 10. 20 seconds remain. Well, in my mind, the play of the game probably was that catch by Ripko. We're going to have a timeout called. So, pivotal plays coming up. 1 second on the clock. They'll gamble with the field goal, and we'll be back. Will the St. Francis win it or lose it? We'll find out after this for Game 1.
Game 1 is the premier provider of apparel, uniforms, and equipment, unifying teams and fans in schools, clubs, and organizations. From our partnerships with teams and organizations to our work and dedication to the communities around us, we never stop, striving to help you take on every day, season, and competition with excitement and purpose. Visit game-1.com to learn more about our apparel, equipment, and fan gear offerings. Game 1. Your first contact for all things game.
Here we go. Game is on the line. This will be a 26-yard field goal attempt, basically middle of the field. Boise has not missed all year. Perfect 7 for 7. This to win it. Now we have another timeout called by St. Francis, trying to ice the field goal kicker. Will keep things right here. This game will boiled down to one play. But going back, I believe that catch by Drew Ripko, they took my vote away. I don't see it here any longer. Do we still have it? That's probably my, and I'm going to wait here and see, because if he misses the kick, then that changes the complexion, doesn't it? St. Francis leading at 13-12. A tenuous lead because a field goal attempt's coming up. And Cody Boise, the man on the spot. The pressure on him. It'll be a 26-yard attempt, middle of the field. Here we go. Play clock at 20. Win it or lose it on this snap. Kick is on the way. Looks good. On the way, and it is no good. He missed it. His first miss of the year. And St. Francis holds on. A miracle at Darcy Stadium. Missed field goal leaves at 13-12. St. Francis. Wow, how about that? Cougars out on the field hugging one another. They thought it was over, their season over. Wade Wright with a kick, and that didn't miss by much, but just enough. And now the players will exchange handshakes at midfield. Turning in my players of the game, I'm going to go with Dandridge, who caught that key catch earlier, set up the touchdown. Now, how about that sack by Nate Johnson? St. Francis holds on. Stunned silence is the best way to put it. Evangel bows out at 9-3. St. Francis on to the quarterfinals somewhere next week at 10-2. We'll come back to talk more about it after this for Game 1.
Game 1 is the premier provider of apparel, uniforms, and equipment, unifying teams and fans in schools, clubs, and organizations. From our partnerships with teams and organizations to our work and dedication to the communities around us, we never stop, striving to help you take on every day, season, and competition with excitement and purpose. Visit game-1.com to learn more about our apparel, equipment, and fan gear offerings. Game 1, your first contact for all things game.
Cougars still alive, and now with their 10th win of the year and on to the NAIA quarterfinals. Let's recap the scoring. It was a Potts pass of 2 yards at the 3:56 mark, and Boise hit the extra point then to make it a 7-0 lead. Boise would hit a 26-yard field goal at the 9:47 mark, and suddenly it was 10-0 Valor. Kolka, though, would hit Brennan Stowe in the backside of the end zone just 1 yard after an interception. With 5 seconds remaining in the first half, Cougars were on the board 10-7. They would tie the game on a 37-yard field goal by De Leon, 10:28 remained in that third quarter. And then on a safety, on a bad snap, into the end zone across the end line. That would give 2 points to the Valor. They led it 12-10. Then after a fourth down stop, Cougars took over their own 29-yard line, and they would march downfield to set up a 20-yard field goal. As it turns out, a winning field goal by Austin De Leon with 2:44 remaining, and they'll lead it 13-12. Had the big sack by Nate Johnson. That looms large in the ball game, put pressure all day, and then how about Dandridge with that catch earlier today? But it all settled down with 1 second to go on a 26-yard field goal attempt. If the Valor hit it, they win it. If they lose it, if they miss it, they end their year, and it went just wide right. Boise, his first miss of the season, he was a perfect 7 for 7, and that's the way it shapes up here today. St. Francis holds on, wins it with their 10th win to win at 13-12. Well, stay tuned. We'll let you know during the week what the schedule for St. Francis is. Will be somewhere next Saturday. Will it be back at Darcy Stadium? That is not very likely. But where there's life, there's hope. 13-12, Cougars win. Have a great weekend. Talk to you next Saturday.
Us intentionally. Showtime, baby.
This is Cougar football.
Ask me the hard-hitting
questions. Now in its 28th year, being brought to you as a special